Okay, we're here. Oh yeah. I was like, what are you doing?
Sorry.
It's all right. We're here with another episode of Lords of Hatred. In theory, the finale episode of Lords of Hatred. If we go long, we may have to stretch it out to another episode. But as I was telling Jared before we started, I think there's about a 50% chance that we can actually get it done tonight. Those are my odds that I think are correct. I think
Talos ignites his lightsaber and kills himself. We did it, boys. All right.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. That would do it.
I thought we're never supposed to hear the odds. Like, never tell me the odds. Like, why are you?
Sam
We're
in
not
chat.
Smugglers, okay?
Sam in chat says I put it at 15%.
Yeah.
So he probably knows us better than we do. So. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. I think we'll start. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Beliefs and Instincts quick. If you guys don't have any, really easy ones this time are going to be get Nomi back / take down the Sith Lords once and for all, right? Like, that sort of thing is definitely going to be on the radar for this session. So feel free to do that. Ren, do you got anything?
Right, I totally forgot. I did write some up though, but I couldn't remember Nomi's name. How do you spell that? Nomi.
Nomi, yeah.
Okay.
Nomi's Sunrider.
Okay, so I did a little bit, but I'm not sure how certain things will end up. And am I allowed to have a secret belief?
No, you're not allowed to have a secret belief. That is technically a rule of Bernie Wheel. If it's on your bits, then the player should know. So you can have something that you secretly want to do and then not earn Artha for it.
All right, that's fine.
You could also word it in such a way that you could get Artha for it without revealing what it is, right?
Okay, that's just an idea now then. Because it's not necessarily something that could for sure happen. Everything seems up in the air to me as to like what we do next, and so I have some ideas of what my character might want to do, but I don't think he wants to do them yet because he's not really aware of like the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So
feel free to write something more broad, right? That your character, like based on that secret thing that you're not going to put on there, like that will get across what does Ren actually believe broadly about whatever you were going to put down, and have something more general. I mean, even if you just get fate for it, right?
Look, if you're going to try and kill me, you can just say it. You don't have to be all secretive about it.
Yeah, technically, I was actually on your character sheet, and if you had it written on there before, the stream saw it. So, I don't know if.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Fine.
I didn't read them, but technically they were up on the screen. So
it's fine. So for our viewers,
yeah, if you're willing to rewind and go back to that, you'll be able to figure out what a secret goal was. So
yeah. Well, it's not really. It's not like it's not a big reveal. It's just an idea I had. So my first belief is the Sith have captured Nomi. I will stop at nothing to hunt them down and finish this once and for all.
Cool.
And then I'm not really sure, like my character isn't really aware of like what else is going on. And like, what's his name? Kalos is still unconscious.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sure I'll have some sort of belief around him, but I don't really know how that.
I mean, you can write it broadly enough where like, because I feel like it's fine to write beliefs, assuming that Kalos will be awake this session because that's what they were trying to do. So even if you write something like, Kalos is awake, I will protect him at all costs. That's good enough, right? It doesn't have to be specific.
Well, but it's not as interesting that way. But it's fine.
Yeah, but at least you'll get Artha for it, right? Better than having nothing.
Well, Artha doesn't really matter at this point.
It will if we do another session.
That's true. Yeah. Sure. And then I've also got. All right, so I'll steal your Kalos is awake. I will keep his secret from the Sith. Because that's really the goal of that.
Which you still could accomplish by killing Kalos. So
true.
Let's keep that on the table.
But I don't. Well, I will caveat in there. I will not kill Kalos to keep the secret there. And then Rel is a danger.
I feel like you don't even need to add that to the belief because you already have an instinct that says I can never turn my back on those who need my help. And I think we've already assumed at this point Kalos is in that category. So
well, I'm leaving it in there in case I need it, in case I can earn a deeds point somehow. Or just kidding. Rel is a danger. I will try to resolve this. I want to say like
peacefully.
Well, see that I'm not against that though. I'm not.
You can just
so
I'll
work
try to resolve this.
And
also
I'll try to resolve this.
Try is usually a bad word to put in a belief, right? It's like I will resolve this, right?
The situation with him, while keeping the younglings' best interests in mind. Cool. There, how about that?
Mm-hmm.
Some self-writing all of a sudden.
Yep. Cool. And real quick, since
do you want me to do instincts and stuff?
Yeah, since it's the last episode, let's just go through everything.
I can never turn my back on those who need my help. Never turn my back to a Sith. Always carry my lightsaber. Traits: prominent scar, haunted by luminous beings, attuned, empathy, knighthood, sworn to the order, quickened pulse, fearless, master.
Go. All right, Kalos.
Nomi has been taken. I will get her back by whatever means necessary.
Cool.
Now that my power is gone, I can't fight the Empire on my own. I will convince the Jedi to take the fight to the Sith and rescue Nomi. With my powers gone, I'm going to need every edge I can get. Maybe my former master has left something behind I could use.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so for that second belief, I don't think you even need to convince the Jedi. They've already been sold on your plan, right? They were planning on having you at the forefront of a Jedi army already anyway, so I don't think that's something you actually need to convince them of.
Okay.
I don't know if you have another idea for belief, but it doesn't seem like you'll actually need to roll.
Maybe your belief should be to keep them from getting killed by the Sith they're attacking, and then they can
sacrifice. I will use the Jedi as a meat shield.
There you go.
To get Nomi.
I mean, you already said I will get her back by whatever means necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the death of the Jedi Order is probably on that list.
Yeah, I'll figure something else out for that.
Cool. Yeah. Go ahead. Instincts and traits.
Never trust a Jedi or a Sith for that matter. Never leave a challenge unanswered. Never feel the need to lie. Lying is for the weak. Attuned, sworn to the order, prominent scar, hatred, rule of two, your lordship, aura of fear, and deep sense.
Cool. Rel Kaash. Still can't believe we gave you that. We let you have that.
Yep. I've got 2 beliefs so far. Keston and I had a rocky start. I will determine if he's trustworthy or just selfish.
Cool.
And Kalos has the Jedi Council on his side somehow. I will use this to get the Sith off of Manda.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there is something for that third slot. I mean, you could also just have don't get ensure that the Jedi don't track us down or protect the kids from the Jedi or something like that.
True, yeah. I feel like they have bigger problems, right?
Yeah, but you don't know that, right? Rel doesn't know that.
That's true. Well, can I pursue a belief that doesn't actually require any effort?
No, but
I didn't think so.
Yeah, but I mean, Ren has on his character sheet, like, I will resolve the situation with Rel. So I feel like that's probably going to come up at least somewhat this session, right? So
yeah,
you would even just have it specifically about Ren because he was the one you talked to, right?
Right. Yeah, I guess he sold me out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I sort of expected that. So I can't really blame him for it. I don't really know what I want to do about it.
Yeah. I mean, literally just something as simple as, because you don't have a belief about the children on here. So just something about keeping them safe is probably fine enough, right?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Still seems like Rel would care about that, even if he doesn't see an immediate danger on the horizon.
Right. All right. So however this goes, I'll make sure these kids don't end up with the wrong hands. It's basically just a half of the belief, but whatever. Instincts always find the profit. Never get my hands dirty when I can pay someone else to do it, and always smell for the presence of the force. We're doing everything you said.
Yeah, let's do traits too.
So traits, I've got an inky coating. I have shadow and dust. I have manhunter. I have affinity for business, Rain Man, poker face, and sonorous voice.
So just as a note, I know you have just written persuasion down there, but technically sonorous voice gives you all 3 of the skills that are on there.
I thought you had to pick
No,
one.
so there are certain call-on traits that specify very clearly you have to pick one. If it doesn't specify, then it's all of them.
I think maybe I just didn't have any of the other ones.
Oh,
So
yeah.
maybe that's why I didn't write.
If you're rolling them being learned, it's still good to know, right?
That's true, yeah.
So, yeah.
Was it?
It's, I believe, soothing, platitudes, and seduction are the other ones, I think.
Okay. Now, if you're making a roll for a skill and you're using your stat, does it count as rolling that skill still? As far as
yeah, you're rolling it being learned. Yep.
Okay. Trying to find it on here.
Yeah, because you're still technically rolling it being learned. It's just, it's in a weird kind of primordial state.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I'll let you look at that and we can move on from there.
Oh, here it is. Seduction, persuasion, and suasion.
Oh, and suasion, yeah.
And persuasion is the other one I suspected I'd ever use. So,
yeah.
But thanks, I'll put that on here.
And that's, good note for Burning Wheel going forward too. So that's how it works. So, all right, cool. Last but not least, Biaka. You're muted.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I have the Sith Lords must be stopped. I will work with the Order to end this by any means.
Nice. I love when people write by any means necessary or by any means, because that means I can create some interesting challenges.
I forget. Do I know that Rel is the reason they attacked us? Like that one guy?
No, I don't think you do. Well, yes, you do, because the Mandalorian, you interrogated the Mandalorian and he told you everything.
Oh, he also told you that he only actually attacked you because the other guy hired you.
Yes.
He started out being like, Rel hired me. And he was like, actually, I ripped Rel off and this guy hired me.
And technically, Rel was being hired to help Callus escape. So,
yeah, he wasn't supposed to. I mean, killing somebody wasn't like not okay, but that wasn't why I hired him. He was just supposed to get Callus out of there.
Okay, so maybe I don't believe that then.
I mean, so yeah, your belief is Rel must be punished for betraying us by attacking the Jedi. Up to Biaka. I feel like Biaka so far, I feel like he might agree with that.
Seems like a reasonable interpretation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I will help Callus rescue Nomi.
Cool.
I always finish instincts. I always finish what I start. Quick to draw my lightsaber. I will defend those who cannot defend themselves.
Cool. And then traits.
I don't really have the first two. I'm supposed to.
Yeah, we'll probably do a trait vote at the end, quick to kind of, or at least pass over your characters to see how you guys have changed through the course of the game.
So attuned, sworn to the Order, knighthood, vested, empathy, tough as nails, dreadful.
Yeah, the two traits that actually tell us something character-wise about Biaka, Chad has never played to.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like, that's what traits are there for your benefit, or you can ignore them as much as you want. You can't ignore your stats or your skills. Like, those numbers are static, but traits are there to be taken off or put on as needed. Okay, so I think what we get started with here in the game proper is we see a little bit of a flashback. So Kalos, this would have been during the time that you were a Padawan, right? Still in the Jedi Order, maybe on Coruscant, but at least somewhere with your master doing something. Up to you, really. Anytime before you left for Korriban is an option here. What scene do we see with you and Nomi? And it doesn't even need to be like an explicitly romantic scene. It's just like what Kalos would be thinking about as he kind of still is roiling in this coma of his.
It was probably a mission that he and his master had been sent on. Sure. That both Kalos and his master think they shouldn't have been sent there at all. It was like a civil dispute between two on a planet between like two groups. And we were sent to lower the tension, but sending the Jedi to one side just embroiled tensions and led to all-out war. And then we were basically just stationed there until the end. Which was
and basically you just ended up fighting for whatever side the Republic deemed was most valuable.
Yeah.
And then where does Nomi fit into this?
Were
her and her master also sent to this place to do something, or?
Yeah, they were both sent there as well, but neither of them had a problem with like what was going on. And
but you and your master did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what scene is this that we see? Is this like a break in the fighting, and you two are huddled next to each other behind like a trench or something? Like. Okay. Yeah. So I think we see maybe like a war torn kind of arid planet. And yeah, you guys are like behind some sort of battlements, some sort of, wall above a trench or something. And are kind of huddled down, waiting. There's a lull in the action. There's anything going on yet. You just maybe like the thump of artillery in the distance.
All right. Yeah. Kalos kind of just sighs and just like, what are we doing here? This is ridiculous.
And she looks over at you, and just as a reminder for everybody, she has red hair. I'll go ahead and pop up the picture again. Yeah, beautiful. She, as a reminder of like her story, she married a Jedi, had a child with that Jedi, and then he died, and she took up his lightsaber to defend her child, and then she had latent force abilities, and so on and so forth. She became a Jedi after that. I think her child's probably in the low rankings of the Padawans or whatever at this point too. But so she's probably 30s or something, late or early 30s. And she, glances to the side at you, and or maybe she's probably mid 20s at this point in the flashback. I'm probably 30s in current timeline. She just glances at you. She's super tired, right? There's not much else emotion on her face in this sequence except for she's just like tired. So she doesn't really comprehend or react to what you said. She just kind of like looks at you with a just blank look of exhaustion on her face, and she just says, "What do you mean?"
Yeah, I'm going to say this is kind of like a kind of American Civil War-esque scenario.
Okay. Sure.
The side we're fighting just wanted independence.
Got it.
Do what they want.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's like we're just slaughtering people who wanted to be independent because the Republic told us to. This is.
She frowns. I think that's a little bit of an oversimplification of a complex political situation. We need this system to keep stability in the Republic.
So slaughtering a bunch of people who want to own their own land is the solution? Like we're killing.
Oh. Yeah, she's probably too tired to. If you keep talking, she doesn't talk over you. Yeah.
Yeah. Kalos is yelling at this point, but I don't want to yell because we have neighbors.
Yeah.
But he's like, we're slaughtering innocent people. Like we're killing this side's brothers. Like, why are we doing this?
I think because you're yelling, we see a couple of like Republic soldiers like off, other parts of the trench, just kind of like look over. One of them has some sort of, e-cigarette vape thing, whatever, like sci-fi version, right, of this.
Vape.
Yeah. And
a death stick.
Kind of breathes it out and is
death stick.
Glancing at you confusedly, like, why are you yelling, sort of thing. And Nomi just says, anyone that I have had to kill has attacked me first, Kalos. I'm not a monster. None of us are. We're not slaughtering people. We're defending ourselves.
We attacked them first.
Who have you been listening to? That isn't... And you probably were there, Kalos, when this happened, right? But I think the HoloNet has like garbled the whole thing to the point where by the time she got there, she heard a completely different story, right?
Yeah.
But she seems too tired to argue with you, so she just starts to spout off the propaganda and then just goes quiet.
I was there. The Republic, not even the soldiers on like who live here. It was the Republic. They're the ones who fired the first shot. It was a Republic soldier.
We have a duty to do, Kalos. Now, however it started, it's our job to finish it. If you spent half the time you do complaining about our orders, actually following the Jedi Code and honing your mind, maybe you wouldn't be talking like this.
Adam.
I just jumped the battlement. I'm like, all right, I'll go slaughter more innocents since that's the Jedi Code now, apparently, and then I just book it.
Yeah, and we see you start to like take off. And I think you jump off the battlement, right? And you're about to just like dash off, and then you see in front of you, in a very like shocking display, you're just like, I did not expect this. There's a dude in a ghillie suit, like a sand covered ghillie suit, slowly inching towards the trench, and he has a thermal detonator in his hand, right? And he's literally already pressed it, and he just looks up at you and then like tosses it into the trench and says this is a flashback. I think you just failed your steel test in this moment, and it goes into the trench right where Nomi was. And I think we just see Kalos turn and then just say, no! And then we hear an explosion, and then Kalos, his eyes pop open on the med table. He just, and then says, no! In the same time, like in his dream. And you're awake. You're around the Jedi Council, who have been like, laying on hands, healing you with the Force. And Master Odan Ur, like puts a hand on your shoulder and says, Kalos, how do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yeah, you feel awful. You're like cold sweat. You feel like your wound is okay, right? Like the actual like damage that's been done to your body is fine, but you just feel, and it is honestly, it feels more like a pit in your stomach, sort of like bad feeling, gut wrenching, sort of like something's really wrong, like a more psychological pains than any actual physical pains.
I feel like there's also like a sweat. Big like a chunk of him. Feels like there's a chunk of him like missing. Yeah, as well. Like
probably true. Yeah.
I
don't think you lost a hand or anything.
I'm talking about like my
psychologically. Yeah. Sure.
I feel 8 points weaker. Or 8 dice weaker.
Right. Wait, with the hatred. Yeah, that's true. You feel empty. Yeah. And he asks you, how are you, Kalos?
Yeah, he probably like bit his cheek during the nightmare. He just like spits out a glob of like half coagulated saliva blood.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I'm feeling pretty crappy.
And we see the council look at each other, and they say, Odan says, are you able to wield a lightsaber?
Is my lightsaber anywhere nearby?
Yeah, it's like on a desk or a countertop or something nearby.
He grabs it and he.
Yeah, and I think happen? Yeah. I mean, you do you like telekinesis it to you?
If it's far enough,
I think it's far enough
right
away,
next to me. Yeah.
So I think you do it just fine, right? Because your telekinesis score didn't go down. But there's something about the way it comes to you. It just feels flat and empty. Like it seems like everything you did before with the Force was full of passion and energy, and now you just kind of bring it to yourself and you kind of just feel empty.
Ugh.
And he says, good. because the Sith are attacking the temple.
I think that shakes him like loose from the grogginess.
Yep.
You're like, okay, why are you still standing around? Let's go.
Once we brought, he starts to explain. He's like, we had to make sure we finished the process. But yes, you're right. We should go. And then he kind of like nods to the other council members, and they all like nod and shuffle out. And most of the people here, it's not even like that the whole like all the masters of the council are here. It was like all the people who are the best at healing are here. So that's definitely some of the masters, but then some of the other like people who are just stationed at the Jedi Temple always do healing stuff.
Yeah.
But so yeah, some of them stay here, right? Because they're just healers mainly. But then Odan or a handful of other masters in the U rush out of the chamber, and then make your way towards the temple proper. And I think you start walking in a hallway, and you see dead Jedi and Sith everywhere. And it seems by the time you've gotten to this point, things have gotten quiet. Like you heard some stuff in the distance while you were making your way here, but now everything is just like too quiet. And then we see you guys make your way to the Jedi Council chambers, and you just see Ren. What is Ren doing in the council chambers after he saw Nomi get taken?
He probably is in a moment of like, he's on his knees, like face down, like I failed, like I wasn't fast enough.
Is she already gone?
Yeah, she's already gone.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just see Ren in a dark room surrounded by Sith acolytes, like dead Sith acolytes, just like forlornly, like slumped.
I walk up to him and like, how many corpses are there? Would you say?
Probably only a handful.
Okay.
At least in this room.
I give him like a little kick to it, like on his thigh, if he's like kneeled. Like, nice job in here. You killed quite a few. Or are there any save any for me? Ren?
Nomi's been taken.
Odan, his eyes widen, and he says,
and I think he says it more to just Kalos. Like Kalos is standing right next to him, but he doesn't say it. Yeah, he doesn't look at him when he says it. He kind of like glances back at Odan, and it's like, Nomi's been taken, as if he's the one who's gonna like react to that, because he doesn't know that Kalos and Nomi are a thing.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. And Odan, his eyes widen, and he says, I felt something in the Force, a disturbance, but I didn't. I sent Nomi away. Why did she stay?
And Odan was one of the ones healing me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Odan is the Grandmaster, yeah.
Okay, well, Ren, sorry, Connor, I'm gonna have to do it to you. Yeah, like the Kalos, like, attempting to be buddy thing, like that just instantly drops, and like he pulls you up from like the scruff of your robe, like he pulls you to eye level. He's like, you had one job. I'm unconscious for a couple days.
A day or two.
Well, you probably don't even know.
Yeah. You could probably just say, I've been unconscious for how long, and you...
Yeah. I've been unconscious for how long, and the entire Jedi Order has already managed to drop the ball this much.
And then Bianca, you can also show up in this scene whenever you'd like to.
I mean, he's probably just like really taken aback. Like, why is he so upset? This is so weird.
Yeah.
And I think I think after that, he kind of just like drops you and like
Master Odan is just looking at you like concerned, Kalos.
Yeah. And now that he has like no hatred, he kind of just like a feeling of emptiness just replaces. Like there was like a little flare of rage, but it kind of just like gets snuffed out by like an empty like
a coldness almost.
Yeah. Like a lid being placed over a flame getting snuffed out.
Yeah.
And Ren can't look you or Ren like just can't like he just doesn't understand. He's just like wide-eyed, like I guess he really cares about the Jedi all of a sudden. Like that's weird. I don't think he puts two and two together.
You could roll an insight check.
Well, I could. I was just trying to play in character of like I don't think he would put two and two together, but I might as well roll because that's what the game is for. It's to roll to see if I know. Insight is based off of what? Or I bet insight isn't even a thing.
No, Jerry just made a D&D reference. Empathy is the skill if you wanted to do that.
I don't have empathy or training it, but I will add it to being trained. What I'm assuming it's based off perception.
It's based off perception and will.
Okay.
Yeah, basically this is a skill that I actually made up, and it's basically a non-magical version of aura reading.
Oh, okay.
So.
And
what are you trying to do exactly here?
I just want to see if I notice that he's got a thing for what's her face.
Okay.
There's any modifiers for me not trying to hide it whatsoever, be sure to give them all of those.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out the two obs that would be relevant here is either ob 2 for reading a mood, which is like, angry or sad or whatever, or ob 4 for knowing an intent, like to deceive or whatever. I think it's probably read a mood, given what Jared just said. I don't know exactly how you would interpret that mood, like overprotective maybe.
So 2, you said?
I'll put it as op 2. You have a higher perception, you have will, right? Yeah, you do. Okay.
I failed. Yay!
Yeah, that was a pretty bad fail. Yeah. You're muted, David, if you're trying to say anything, by the way. Okay. Cool.
I rolled 3 1s.
Yeah, that was really bad. Yep, so you don't manage to catch it. You can mark a bubble, though, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
But hopefully I can get that empathy skill before the
end of the session. Just roll it every time maybe anyone has a mood.
Yeah.
Anyone displays any emotion, and
it's officially my end game goal is to learn empathy. Get one sort of social skill before the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's just confused, but he's also just like, I mean, I did fail, so he doesn't really like say anything back to you. I mean, do you let him go, or is this kind of just like a stare?
He kind of just like the anger is just instantly gone. He kind of just like drops you back on the floor and then just
okay.
Like walks away a little bit, unless you guys say something to prevent him from leaving.
No, he's probably just like, all right, Kyle needs to cool down. Okay, no problem. Yeah. No big deal. NBD. All right. And turns to Odan and says, I'm sorry. I wasn't fast enough.
He doesn't. He's kind of looking after Kalos as he walks away, and isn't like looking at you. And then he slowly turns back as Kalos like leaves the room, and he just says, "You did the best that you could. None of us were expecting the Sith to strike so near to us, and I still don't understand how they did so. Also, Nomi wasn't even supposed to be here. I sent her on a mission yesterday. I suppose she decided to stick around to..." And then he just like leaves it hanging. Like you feel like he knew what he was gonna say and like has an idea why she would have stuck around, but he doesn't say it out loud.
So I'm like, I since I failed the roll, I'm gonna assume that Ren just thinks there's some sort of like secret Jedi Council thing going on that nobody bothered to tell him since he's not on the council.
You could roll to read his mood.
Yeah. Can I roll to read his mood?
Yeah.
Gotta get that empathy score. All right. 2 again?
Yeah.
Dude, I might. Hey.
Get a 6 this time, though.
Roll to read your own mood and see how you feel about that.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna ignore that one.
Yeah, okay. I was like, no, so yeah, he just assumes there's some like Jedi Council thing going on that he's not aware of, and he's a little bit upset. But it's fine because there is no emotion, there is peace. There's only the Force, there's no passion. Whatever, however the order goes.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever the most important philosophical statement of my order is.
Oh, and then Ren is probably like, oh crap, I forgot that Byakuya was like gonna go kill somebody. I should probably make sure he's still a Jedi and like run to go.
He's still a Jedi.
Run to go see what's up.
Did Byakuya come back to here? Or is Byakuya still
there? I feel like I was standing there.
Okay, yeah. So Ren, as soon as you say like feel that in your mind,
I turn and look at him and Byakuya, what happened with you? Is Alashtak
He's dead. There was nothing else. I had to stop him. But I couldn't save any of them. They killed so many.
The women and the children too?
I don't know. I don't know if we have those in the Jedi Order.
We definitely do.
I know, it's kidding.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, actually, I don't think he killed any younglings, but
okay, no, all right. Get in character. This is the finale. So everybody get serious. Dang. How are you holding up?
I'll be fine. We need to. I don't know. I need to be doing something so I cannot think about it. So what's our plan?
We'll talk about it later.
No, I'm just kidding.
So I think Odan speaks up at that point and he just says, "The plan is what we already decided upon with Kalos. We're sending the three of you and whatever Jedi Knights you can you deem as necessary to end the Sith Lords once and for all and rescue Nomi Sunrider."
Heck yeah, boys. It's going to be a crusade.
Yes, Master.
I think he looks at you, Ren, and he says, "Go talk to Kalos. As much as I would like to give him time, I don't think we have any to spare."
I understand.
I'll prepare a team if you deem it necessary. Though if you think this operation would be better done with stealth, that is your prerogative. Or
okay. I was confused. I was like, why am I in charge?
Yes, stealth.
I don't know. Okay, as players, what do we think is the most interesting?
Well, obviously what you guys need to do is you need to find Rel and then use the event horizon to go to...
Yeah.
I'm hoping that at one point you're like, we need a really fast ship. Who has the fastest ship? It's Rel.
Heck no. No. Rel can find his own. David got himself dismissed. He couldn't. He chose this character. He could figure out his way.
Oh, don't worry. I am already calling.
My ship has a stealth drive on it, right?
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he appear like?
Yeah.
I have a ship that just might be fast enough.
There you go. Yeah.
I have a plan, one that just might work.
That's what I was going for.
XR, you suck.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Just moon him as you fly by in the event horizon. There you go.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
It's already happening. It is already happening.
And honestly, we can probably just cut away from the scene there, really, as Odan tells you that, and you guys can figure that out later. But Kalos, we can cut straight to you if you're calling Rel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Rel, you get a call on your holocom.
What's the situation that we're in right now? Because we just dipped, so we didn't get.
Yeah, you guys are probably hiding out in some other seedy place somewhere. Some abandoned warehouse with the event horizon.
Be at a canteen or something. Well, I guess we have kids.
Yeah, you probably are just like the event horizon entirely is like in some abandoned launch pad or warehouse or something.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I probably.
But yeah, you see it's Kalos calling.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably like on a. What do they use for computers in Star Wars? Like a terminal? I don't know.
Terminals, I think, is typically what they call them.
Yeah. And then, I guess it interrupts you with a call. And how does caller ID work in Star Wars?
I don't think we need to pay attention to that. You know who it is.
Okay. I psychically decide that it's Kalos and I answer it.
You just recognize the channel or whatever, right?
I've memorized your phone number, Kalos. I answer it.
Oh. Okay. You answered?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Kalos, glad to see you alive.
Okay, yeah. Skip the pleasantries. Skip the pleasantries. I need you, I need your ship, and I need as many bullet shields as you could, or bullet sponges as you can possibly muster. If you do that, and I live through this mission, I will teach those kids whatever the heck you want.
Well, I'm flattered, but currently the only bullet sponges I have are miners, which I think is sort of not acceptable.
Well, no, like you have money, higher.
Oh, okay, well that does take time. You said we don't have any?
A very small amount.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Where are we meeting?
I'll find you.
Excellent.
I don't think the Jedi are thrilled with your actions.
Yes, I was going to say, are you bringing them? I hear they're in on your crusade.
That has yet to be determined. And did you hire someone to explode me?
No, I hired somebody to extract you. It seems they did a very poor job. Just bizarre because they were very well decorated.
Oh yes, I can see how that extract, explode, very, very close sounding. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sure. I left them a very poor Yelp review.
Yelp.
Space Yelp.
Yeah. Space Yelp.
Yeah. It's Star Wars Yelp now, so it's Yelp.
In space, no one can hear you yelp. So
yeah.
All right, I'm done. And that's all, folks. Kalos takes his lightsaber and commits seppuku.
That was a good one.
End of the campaign. No one knows where Korriban is now.
GG boys.
Yeah. It's been Korriban. All right.
Man. I've had some good ones today. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, this is going well. All right. We're making lots of progress, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see what sort of thing I can dig up on short notice, though. That does tend to impact the quality, so I'll do what I can.
We don't need quality, we need fodder.
I suppose that's fair. I can't put that in the list. I'll figure it out.
Wanted meat shields.
Yeah.
Some of you may die, but that is a risk I am willing to take.
All of you may die. Yeah, exactly. All right. Cool.
Rel is Farquaad confirmed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if you survive, the riches untold shall be yours.
Yeah. Great. That sounds great. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah. So, Rel, we can start with that, and you want to make a circles test or a resources test or something to muster up some meat shields?
Sure. I'll do a resources test if it's all the same.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me.
Can I? Yes. Can I help him with my circles? Is he rolling circles or resources?
He's rolling resources. But you could probably make a circles link test, I think.
Wait, should I haggle before I make resources? Or what?
Yeah, you can haggle, but you know what? I think that there needs to be a circles test first. Let's do that.
Soldier, I'll help him with soldier.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rel, let's have you make a circles test to just see like what the quality of these people is, and that'll kind of set a base price. You can haggle from there and then make the resource test. But then Kalos, you can help him with your circles. You can also do a link test with soldier wise.
I'm pretty sure that Mobster is a life path in the Glittering Spires.
I think it is, yeah. I'll just have it be an obtuse circles.
Great.
But then, Kalos, if you want to add your circles, and do actually, what are your circles like settings wise? Just military, basically.
Military, Jedi, and Sith. Dark
Yeah, I think it's
Jedi.
just
I like
military.
them.
Yeah, I think
An
it's just Jedi and military.
ex-soldier mobster.
Yeah. I don't know if it makes sense if Rel's trying to find mobsters specifically. I feel like you can roll soldier wise as a link test, but I don't know if your circles just help across the board. So yeah, go ahead and make a soldier wise test. Opt 2 for that one as well. So we'll start with that.
You have a way better Jedi and Sith wise, right? Maybe you can be force sensitive mobsters.
Oh yeah.
You'd have to be finding like
Yeah.
X Padawans at that point, which is gonna bump the circles up a bit.
Yeah, I'm getting.
It's way easier to find mobsters.
Yeah.
So yeah, opt 2 soldier wise, Kalos.
Oh, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is basically you can't just fork into circles
Yeah,
tests. You have to make a linked test with a wise to help.
All right. So I'm gonna fork in force tremors wise.
No.
What? I'm using the force to lead to
you're trying to remember soldier types. That's right. Like
Force
I don't know.
memory.
No, I don't think force tremors works here.
Okay. Can
Tap your hatred.
I can't.
All 0 dice.
Well, you can. It just is gonna immediately make him.
Yeah, then you'll have all your evil dice back for when you want to fight stuff.
No, well, we have to save that for a
suitably dramatic moment. Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
Meditation though. Does that work?
You can make another linked test with meditation.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Ob 3 for that one. Let's begin the long chain of linked tests.
All right. And in that meditation, I'm gonna fork in force wise and force tremors.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, op 3 for the meditation.
Oh,
yikes.
I'm not wounded anymore.
Oh yeah, go ahead and take those off. And just roll it again.
Okay.
Or no, wait a second. I think didn't we I think I said that is actually what your wounds are.
Oh.
I think I said because you got mortally wounded the last time, which would have been higher than that. So I think you do have the 2 dice. So that is accurate.
So a dozen Jedi masters couldn't heal me.
So normally, Kalos, this transference only allows them to make the test for you. It doesn't increase recovery time. So I actually already gave you something much more powerful than the rules even allow.
All right, well, we're completely and utterly screwed.
So, but you can spend fate if you'd like on that meditation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I may as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, you're going to get a +1 ob on your soldier wise. So, yeah, it's, you're just spending 1 fate on it.
I succeeded anyway. I got 3.
Well, you got 3, which means you don't get a bonus die.
I mean,
but...
now that I know I'm injured, I'm just not going to do any of this because it's impossible. With
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
My soldier, I'd be rolling with 1 dice.
Yeah. Just take your fate back then. And we can just say it doesn't happen. Cool.
I still had -2.
Yeah. I forgot about that too. Rel, go ahead and just make your stuff then without any help from Kalos. So opt 2 circles.
Yeah.
Technically, you do have a goon still. He could give you his circles to help with.
Oh, awesome.
Your Gungan goon.
Yeah, great. What's his name? Like Byleth? Byron?
The first thing that came to my mind was Benadryl, but I know that's not his name. It's something like that, though.
I'm scrolling up. There's Kessin, wasn't he?
I know you sent it
Bartle.
to me.
It was Bartle.
Bartle. I like that. Don't you have fun dice too?
Yeah, but this is a circles roll. Although you can use cash in circles rolls, right?
You can, yeah.
Can I generate cash?
You can, yes. We can continue the
make a resources roll so I can make a circles roll so I can
make a research roll. Yeah.
Wait, no, so I can make a haggling roll so I can make a
exactly.
All right, sorry guys, we're gonna be here for a while. This is the shopping episode, apparently.
The finale shopping episode.
The finale, yeah.
Yes, right. we'll try to go through this quickly, but yes, you can generate some cash.
All right. What's the difficulty for 2 dice?
2 dice is up 4. Go for it.
Okay. I almost failed that. That's deplorable. All right.
That's a great word. So you get you have 2 cash to work with for your circles as
I will
bribe,
use both of those.
and your advantage from his circle, from Bartle's circle.
Oh, right. Do I lose the cash automatically? I assume.
Yes,
Either way.
you're spending it. Yep.
Right. Okay. I'll just delete
This is
them.
an ob 2 circles.
Yep. All right. So. Okay. Just make sure I'm remembering this properly. Ob 2. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
There you
All
go.
right.
You found lots and
And-
lots and lots of goons.
Great.
For a good price, but you can also haggle to reduce it. I think probably, let's take a look at what it usually gives here for.
Yeah, I think in this
Op
case, it's
things.
not. I think it's less that I'm trying to get a better price and more like I'm trying to get a better deal. Like I'm trying to get
Of
more
course.
dudes
Yeah.
for the same amount of money.
Let me take a look at.
Want every jerk with a gun to show up.
I think I'm gonna make it an ob 4. Yeah, it would be an ob 4 resources test. And then
You mean
haggling.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's gonna be, the base is an ob 4 resources test. It's
Okay.
haggling versus their haggling. So I'll just use an
Right.
arbitrary.
Can I
number of dice.
increase the ob of the resources test to get more guys?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
So we can say ob 6 for
Yeah.
butt ton of guys. And then
Great.
this guy's doing haggling in response. So your ob is 3 for the haggling test
Exactly what I
to get
wanted.
it down.
All right. So I've got haggling. Can I use appraisal or persuasion? Forks. I mean.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, that's great. Logistics, that's like arming people and stuff. But I think it's more like buying guns, so it's kind of up to you, I guess.
Sorry, say that again.
Logistics, it's about buying guns and arming people.
Sure.
So I don't know. Like, okay.
Yep.
City-wise?
No.
We're in a city, aren't we?
Yeah, but just because you're in a city doesn't mean everything you do in the
But
city
these are city
automatically.
people, right?
Nah, I don't think so.
God.
I mean, they are city people, but I don't think that helps.
How about money-wise?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Haggling for obstacle 3. Well, still almost didn't get this. All right.
Yeah, that's close.
Okay. So now what's the final resource out of it? Was 6. Now
it's gonna be 5.
5.
now.
Okay.
Yep.
Figured as much. Spent those. Okay. We'll do that one. And I also get a free one.
Did you want to generate more cash for this?
No, only because I just did that. All right. Ob 5. Here we go. Okay,
There you
cool. We
go.
did it.
Probably could have
All
just made that roll without any of the other.
Yeah, probably. But
Yeah.
ton of guys achieved. Great. We did it.
Cool. Yeah. So you managed to muster up a whole bunch of Coruscant gangsters to take bullets for you, or in this case, lightsaber blasts. Or
Yep.
actually, probably laser beams that are being deflected back at them. Is probably
Yeah,
the
their
most-
own bullets.
Their
probably,
own bullets.
Their own shots. Yeah. All right, cool.
Cool. Yeah, so you managed to do that, no problem. Kalos, where do you go from there to talk to? I assume you're going to talk to Ren about this situation, like your plan, or are you just going to ditch the Jedi and go on your own?
I think his next, if we want to, go to Connor and Bioka in their conversation first, he's gonna go to his master's room.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't sound like Ren and Bioka wanted to talk about his experience with a Lost Shack yet. Up to you guys though, Ren. If you and Bioka want to have a scene here, you guys can. Otherwise, we can go to Kalos.
We can move on.
Cool.
Yeah, I was
so-
about to say I don't really
yeah.
have anything else.
Yeah, let's
to
just keep it moving.
Okay.
Kalos,
discuss.
what would be the logistics ob to get these guys a bunch of slug throwers? I don't know the logistics obs. Let me look. Kalos, you said you were going to try to find what your master had left behind.
Yeah, because we both took artifacts. from
Oh yeah, of course.
Korriban.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, you probably can't just barge into an old master's quarters and without at least talking to someone.
What do you mean? They're busy mopping up corpses.
That's
strewn
probably
everywhere.
true. I still want you to
I
make
don't
a
think they're
roll
gonna
of some
care.
sort. It's not going to be super hard.
It's gonna be lightsaber because I'm just gonna cut straight through that thing.
Would you want to make an inconspicuous or a stealthy to just
No.
get to the room without being noticed?
Nope.
But if you don't care about being noticed, then someone's going to notice you. Is basically what I'm saying.
That is. Okay, fine. But he's not. Should I roll it if he's not trying to be?
No, I don't think you should if you're not
Yeah,
trying.
he's not. He doesn't care.
Cool. Yeah. So I mean, just some sort of like guard Jedi. Probably because there's like probably a barracks of Jedi Master quarters, right? Like all the Jedi Masters probably have quarters near each other.
I thought all the masters would have like their own. Like,
they probably
study.
do, but there's like probably a wing, right?
Okay.
That's what I meant mainly. So to like to enter the wing, there's like a guard there, right? And he just like says, "What's your business in the master's quarters?"
I'm going in there to. You know what? I don't have time for this. Like, go help people mop up the corpses. I need to get something from my master's quarters.
Okay, that sounds like an ugly truth test, right? You're just like, you don't care what I think. There are corpses to mop up. Go check it out. Yeah, go make an ob 3 ugly truth.
Ugh, that's literally impossible.
Well,
can I roll intimidation instead?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Intimidation, and I'm gonna fork in. Still very unlikely, but you said ob 3.
Yes, op 3. Yep. Same for you, David. Also, I posted in the chat op 3. I think for that test.
No,
wow, that was bad. Yeah, I think the dude is just like, I'm sorry, Jedi, because he probably doesn't know who you are. I can't allow you to pass without without legitimate business.
Is this like a Jedi, or is this just like a temple guard?
Yeah, it's like a Jedi guard. It's like the sort of person who's not good enough to be a full Jedi Knight going out and off and doing stuff, but he still has like a lightsaber spear thing, right? And like his job is to guard the temple.
I just want to like lift him out of my way.
Yeah, just telekinesis. Sure, yeah, go for it. He'll try to respond with his telekinesis.
Okay.
But he got 3. Your job is 3, Kalos, for this telekinesis.
And of course, I will do the standard force tremors wise, force wise, and soldier wise.
Rel has outfitted his goons with slug throwers.
Ooh.
Cool, yeah. So Kalos
I kind of just want to put him in like force stasis.
Okay,
that's
yeah, sure. Yep.
Wait, why are they attacking us?
So Kalos is going into the master's quarters right now, like his old master's quarters, and there's like a Jedi guard who found him, and Kalos is just like putting him in stasis and moving on.
Just yell Petrificus Totalis and Neville falls on the floor.
Exactly. Petrificus Totalis, look deeply in the chalice. Tell us what you
stop. Done.
Gallivant reference. Cool.
Love that show.
I know, so good. Yeah, so Kalos, you just walk through, and you get to your master's quarters. You can just lightsaber it open, no problem, even if it doesn't open. It's fine. And then you just want to search around for Sith artifacts.
I am gonna roll meditation.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I was gonna have you do, right? Search through.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do.
Yep.
All right. What it may be, I have a idea, but if you have a better idea, feel free to chime in. Because that's like I took the the super cool lightsaber, so he probably took the super cool armor.
Don't you have super cool armor already?
I just have superior quality armor. Like,
okay.
I don't know, like foundry armor, whatever.
Right.
Augmented.
I mean, I was thinking probably more like Sith holocron stuff, like special technique, that you could learn, sort of thing.
Technique.
Though to be honest, maybe that is outside the scope of the time we have.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, we could just do armor, but that's, I don't know. Seems
anticlimactic.
Kalos already has pretty distinctive looking armor, so like it feels kind of weird for him to just like randomly upgrade his armor right now. If he didn't have any armor before, it'd be great, but
maybe we can just get a cool scene of him like force fixing his armor.
Didn't my armor get exploded?
You know what?
So
I think it did.
like
that actually makes total sense
glue
then.
It back together.
Well, I think this actually makes sense then, right? If Callus's armor got destroyed, then him looking for his master's armor makes a lot more sense. That feels cleaner to me than just a D&D. I need a +2 armor instead of +1 armor, which is what it felt like before. But yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Use meditation to suss out the special force armor.
Yeah, what's the ob?
Let's check that out. It's whatever meditation is saying here. Check out star systems. Meditation. Okay, you're trying to find something particular. Let's say up 4 meditation.
Oof. All right. All right. Hear me out here. Would I be able to get Sith and Jedi doctrine? Because since he's hiding it in a Jedi temple, he's got to have to like do something to disguise like the dark side presence. You'd find that
right
in the doctrine.
Yeah. Yes. I think I agree with that. It's usually a stretch, but I think it makes sense here.
Okay. Soldier-wise, because he's a soldier, and I get how he thinks.
I mean, soldier-wise, because he's literally has that life path. So, yeah.
So that's 3. And then force tremors-wise and force-wise.
Yep.
And I'll spend 2% because I really want this to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
What was the
hey, 2 things real quick before you do anything. Two notes about wound stuff for any of you guys, especially for this last session here. At any point, you can make a health test to try to shrug off your wounds. Based on how many, like the ob increases based on how many dice you're trying to shrug off. There's no consequence to failing that health test, so you might as well do it. Try to do it every time. If you also have the option to spend 1 persona point to ignore all wound penalties for a scene. So those are both options available to you guys.
That's a persona point?
A persona point, yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll to shrug off my wounds?
Yes, yeah.
All right. I'll roll.
So health test.
That's for the scene or for the session?
For a scene, for like a particular goal or scene or something, yeah.
Can I fork anything into the health test?
Well, yeah, no, you can't fork because it's an attribute, but let me double check what that is all about. So, shrugging it off.
Do I roll with the -2 to get rid of my -2?
Okay, so it says through a supreme act of will and endurance, a character may temporarily shrug off -1 die of pain modifiers. Only 1 die may be shrugged off from each wound. Shrugging off this much pain requires an ob4 health test. So you can only shrug off 1 dice of that, but it's free. Like you can just do it for free as a possible health test, right? You can also spend a persona, and I believe the persona gets rid of all of the wound penalties for a scene. Let me check. Maybe that's a deeds. Let me check this. Oh, where's Artha stuff? Here we go. Yeah, so for a deeds point, you can shrug off all wound penalties for a sequence. So even if you got a mortal wound, Kalos, at some point during this session, you could spend your deeds to just keep fighting anyway and like ignore them entirely. But yeah, for a persona point, you can shrug off 1 dice of wound penalty.
Okay.
So those are your options.
Am I rolling with a -2 for this health test? Or
no, health is never modified by wounds.
Just for clarity.
I'm spending fate on that.
Yeah.
If you have a deeds point to spend, nice. To ignore all wounds, but you have enough wounds that you.
Holy moly!
But it
kept rolling 6s.
Holy crap! I thought.
I think I need to get rid. I think that deserves getting rid of both of them.
No, it does not.
That's pretty impressive. If you have a deeds point, you spend it to get rid of to ignore all the dice penalties, but you've accrued enough dice penalties that you should be at a 0 stat. Does it still knock you out?
No,
Or
it
just
doesn't.
impossible
You're
to
ignoring them.
defeat?
Exactly. Yeah. During the sequence, like I think it has it's like pursuing a particular goal in a particular scene, something like that. But you spend the deeds point and you literally completely ignore all wound penalties for the remainder of that time period. So you can get a mortal wound, should have passed out, ignore them entirely by spend the deeds point. You're still conscious.
So that just functionally makes you immortal for the scene.
Immortal for the scene, yes.
Oh,
So it's like until you finish a goal or whatever, right? So it's like
obviously you would die afterwards.
Right, exactly.
Okay, interesting.
Let me look at it again because this might be relevant. But yes, Kalos, you shrug off the -1 die, so you can just add another advantage die to your roll here to counteract it. But yes, deeds. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I misunderstood. Deeds, you can't do it with a deeds. It's an Aristea. That's what it is. You can spend once you get an Aristea, ignore all wound or other subtracted die penalties while he accomplishes one simple goal. Right. So the idea is you literally are functionally immortal until you win this battle, for example.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
I mean that's what I am going to do.
If you have enough points to do it, Aristea is the issue, but which you don't because you need 3. Or no, Aristeas are the minor ones. Epiphany is the bigger ones. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, technically, if you have 5 fate, 3 persona points, and 1 deeds point spent in a thing, then you get.
Well, wait, what is it?
So 5 fate, 3 persona, and 1 deed.
I have 2 things I could do that.
Nice. Yes. So that not only will you gray shade that for that scene.
What if it's gray shade?
Then it white shades for the scene, I'm pretty sure.
Or actually, these might be 2 separate things for the Aristea.
Yeah.
Because I think it might be like you can either temporarily gray shade it or do the divine aura thing.
That's possible. Yeah, I think there are choices to make.
If I also spend 21 fate, does that do anything?
It does not do anything. You need that much to get an epiphany, but you also need 10 persona points and 3 deeds points for that. So yeah. Anyway, cool. That's definitely on the table, though.
Does my 9 over 4? Does that mean it's even better armor?
No, but it certainly gives you pretty powerful armor. What do you want it to do exactly?
Are we what combat are we gonna do for the end? What kind of combat?
It will depend on how much time we have when we get there.
If we're going to do the one where speed matters, I don't want it to enhance my.
I mean, yeah,
speed.
honestly, at this point, so it's like 7:30 out of 9. At this point, either we save the actual final battle for another session, or we end the final battle with 1 roll. So it really kind of just depends on what you guys would prefer and what Chad is willing to commit to. So. I'm trying to look at the Foundry stuff right now to
I don't even remember what page that's on.
Give you some options here.
I am fine with whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm sure all of us are, but it's really, I guess, just up to Chad.
Plus,
that's
5.
fine.
Cool. Well, yeah, we'll see how the session goes and see if we need to push it to 1 more. Yeah. So I mean, advantage dice is an easy one that you can just give here. Armor rating maybe increased by 1 once for +2 ob. I mean, there's a bunch of weird armor stuff that we could get into. Oh, here's an easy one, Kalos. It nullifies your wound dice. That's an easy one. Yeah.
It needs to be like that one, like Berserk armor.
Because this is classic Sith stuff, right? Yeah. Like you get the special armor that allows you to have like a grievous wound and still be able to function normally. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and, for purposes of this, I'll just go ahead and take off your dice penalty. As long as you're wearing that armor.
I gotta find a new picture. Gosh darn it.
Cool. So Kalos manages to find special Sith armor. And it looks like there's going to find a picture for that. What is the plan exactly after that, Kalos? Do you go to the others and say, "Hey, come with me," or do you head off on your own? What is Kalos even thinking at this point?
I mean, he's thinking that he doesn't have his power, so he's kind of screwed. So
yeah. So you probably want the Jedi to come with you then, right?
Yeah, but he's also not evil right now, so he might not want that.
Yeah,
he might just go on his own.
Up to you. I mean, either way, I'm sure Ren and Bianca would go after you if they found out you left, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think he might just be like, I mean, a bunch of gangsters, whatever, that's fine. Who cares? But I don't think he wants to send the Jedi Order to their death. So I think he's just gonna
go meet up with Raoul by himself. Yeah.
I mean, I have no stealth skills, so you guys will be able to find me. But.
Yeah, and honestly, I think we might be able to, up to you guys, Ren and Bianca, I mean, it's really as simple as Udon or looking at the security cameras and being like, "Hey guys, he just left. What do you guys want to do?"
Yeah, I think this is the issue is I don't know what do we as players want to do? Do we want to just do this on our own, or do we want the Jedi Council to be involved? Like, what sounds more interesting to everybody? Because I could probably argue it both ways as to what.
I mean, I think it would be like both like gameplay and like from a possibility standpoint better if the Jedi were there, because otherwise we'll be in the throne room again fighting one super powerful guy and then a bunch of lackeys, whereas this way we could potentially just get like the main bad guys.
It also doesn't seem likely that the council would just be like, "Oh yeah, I guess they got Nomi, it's no big deal."
Because I mean, the way it's shaping out now, there's 3 big bad guys and there's 3 of us that can combat.
Right. Oden was suggesting, like, do you guys want to do a stealth mission?
Yeah, he literally asked Ren, like, should I send a squad of Jedi Knights with you, or are you guys sneaking in there to assassinate them?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, I don't know that anybody on our team is capable of that.
So maybe
we should just have all of the Jedi Knights.
He also could suggest just creating some sort of diversion, right? Having the Jedi fight the Sith in some arena that's like distracting them.
Ooh.
Right?
I have my character as a suggestion. You send them to Manda to kill the Sith over there for me.
Oh, yeah. They did most recently capture that planet.
Yeah.
Also, you know what? So. I think let's do this first. Ren, someone, as you guys are talking to Odanur and trying to figure this out, a dude comes up to you, like some Jedi guard, comes up to you guys and says, "The Mandalorian we captured earlier is asking to see you," and he looks at you, Ren. He says he has information that might help you, and he's willing to part with it for a price. I don't know how much we can trust him, but...
Well, I'll tell you this much. We can't trust him at all. But I'll meet with him.
Yeah. So Ren and Bianca walk into that same like interrogation room. And the Mandalorian is kind of like leaned back in whatever his chair he's in, like handcuffed to or whatever. And he just says, "So the Sith attacked you.
Okay. Yeah, no hard feelings.
No, that wasn't my fault. Though they probably exploited the spy that you have among your ranks. You
know what else they probably exploited? The hole in our ceiling. What are you...
No, that's
I knew
fine.
It was a waste of time coming here.
You don't have to.
And I turned to leave.
I know where they are.
Know where who is?
I have the coordinates to the Sith fleet.
Know where who is?
Exar Kun, where they're taking your girly right now.
Why do you know they're taking the girly?
Kept up to date.
With the Sith?
No. As I mentioned, there's a spy in your ranks.
Something's not adding up.
Empathy.
What?
Empathy.
Yeah. Hold up.
I mean,
yeah.
Bianca could also just roll
What's his-
interrogation here.
No. I got this. Bianca, I can get out of here.
I'm just watching you.
I got this. What's his mood, Caleb?
I mean, you
Well,
can know that
I'm
without even
rolling
rolling. His
No, I'm rolling to see what his
No,
mood
you
is.
need to roll an op4 empathy test to succeed on this. You have to know
this
his
might not
intent.
give me aptitude.
No, I think it'll just give you a perception test, but yeah, so difficult perception or will difficult perception test is what it is for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so with a 3, you don't know. You can tell his mood is he's smug, right? But
Okay.
you don't know if he's telling the truth or not.
Okay. So yeah, I got nothing, Bianca.
You want me to ask him?
You literally have the skill to find out information like
What
that.
do you want me to
Yeah.
ask him?
Well, so it seems like it doesn't seem like he knows about them taking Nomi. So that's super sus.
And he's been locked in this room for the entire time.
Right.
He says, I have the coordinates to the Sith fleet, where Exar Kun is, and where they're probably taking Nomi. And there's also a spy in the Jedi. And basically, you would be rolling to find out if any of this is true.
Yeah, I'll ask him what's the truth.
Sure.
Make him tell me.
So that's an ob5 for you.
Okay, hold on.
But I'll give you an advantage die because he's trying to like work. He's working with you throughout this entire process. You can tell that he's like not being difficult about it. The interrogation. You can get an advantage die from that, at least. I don't know if you have anything else.
Where's the interrogation? There it is. So I got 1 health.
Yep.
5. Am I still wounded?
Yes, you have a -1 die. So you can make a health test.
No.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway. That was a very bad
I'll
roll.
use my call on.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah, perfect.
What do I do?
Yeah, so you get to reroll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. So go ahead and just type in /R space 5d6 greater than 4 and click enter on that.
Oh.
Okay, only 2 successes. You're at 3. You currently have 1 6. So you could spend 2 fate to reroll 2 dice.
Am I allowed to? Well, it's probably too late now. Never mind. I was going to say, can I help him at all? But
you could have, but yeah.
Yeah.
We went through it too fast.
Did
you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll use 2 fate.
You have 22 fate, yeah.
Yeah, I'll use 2 fate.
Yeah, so go ahead and do the same thing with 2 dice and add an exclamation point at the end of it. You just need 2 successes. Oh, nice. Got 4 successes.
Did I do it right?
No, you did 5d6 again.
Oh,
actually, do it again.
I was supposed to put 2?
Yeah, put 2 with an exclamation point at the end.
Only 1.
Oof, so you even got another 6, but it still wasn't enough.
I can't do anything else?
I don't think there's anything else available to you. Yeah, you've reached the end of your ability here. So it's like, and the Mandalorian seems very frustrated by this because he's like, I'm telling you the truth, I promise. But Bianca, you're just not sure enough, right?
Right.
So you can act on the information anyway, right? And go with the idea that, well, it seems like he's telling the truth, even though we don't know for sure. Up to you guys. He says,
what do you want to do? What do you want to do, Ren?
If you leave me here in this room and go off to fight the Sith, you're going to lose. You need me. And to be fair, knowing the location, like the coordinates of the Sith, is very important and very good. Even if it could end up being a trap for sure, but.
Well, why don't we just keep it in our back pocket for now?
So you're going to leave him here anyway. Well, so he was going to say, like, I don't think he's given you the coordinates yet, right? So he's like, my condition is that you let me come with you.
Oh. Yeah, that's a heckin' no.
I've always wanted to kill a Sith. And again, interrogation and empathy have both failed, so you don't know how true that is.
Oh.
Listen, just look at forums online. I'm a playable character. I'm supposed to join your party. And because Bianca failed the interrogation, you aren't getting the coordinates, right? Unless,
right.
You know.
I mean, what do we have to do? Bring him with us?
Yeah, that's what he basically is saying. He's saying, I want to come with you to fight the Sith.
Yeah, he can come with us.
All right. Seems like
I mean, what else can we do?
Not take him with us.
And not know where the Sith even are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Kalos might be able to figure it out, but who knows if you're going to be able to follow Kalos if he figures it out.
Right. All right. Well, yeah, no, okay, we take him with us. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, well.
His
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Handcuffs come off and he says, very good.
Wait, we can keep him handcuffed, no?
So he stands up.
Let's do that. Yeah. He's like, all right, get these things off me. And we're like, I don't think so.
So you're just going to bring me to be a meat shield? You're just going to get me killed?
No, I mean,
not going to volunteer this information unless my hands are free.
I could kill a Sith handcuffed. That's what you wanted to do, right?
He frowns at you. I don't like playing games, Jedi.
Well, tough luck. You're in a game.
Why did you break the fourth wall?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess let's just. I mean, could we?
You
we
let
don't
me
have
go
social
and we
skills roles, so we can't
you let
really
me go
and
we find your girl. It's as simple as that.
Okay, just to kind of solidify our decision here, how I nudge Bianca and I'm like, let's go, let's huddle, and we like step outside for a sec. I think Ren is probably leaning toward. Well, I'll just do it in character.
Sure, talk it over. Waste more time.
Yeah.
Shut up, bounty hunter. No one's talking to you.
That's right.
No one even knows my name.
Tell him, Bianca.
They just keep calling me the Mandalorian.
I think there's more to this than we could imagine. I think there's a lot of deception going on here. And I think if we don't bring him with, we're going to miss a piece of the puzzle. I don't trust him, and I think at any point in time we might need to kill him where he stands, and it's certainly a risk bringing him with just to add more people to the list of enemies, but there's something to this that I just feel is actually, you know what? Heck, can I make a Force Tremors wise roll?
To do what?
Just to like what is the Force telling me?
Oh, yeah, sure,
what's going on?
That makes sense.
What's the ob?
But if you succeed the roll, then what? You hear what you want to hear?
Well, okay, let's put it, my exact intent is I want to know okay.
What does the Force want me to do?
No, like what's the vibe around him, right? Like what is it like what do
What
I
is the
sense
Force telling me about him?
about him? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a meditation roll, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
Right? And you can fork in Force tremors wise.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be an op 4.
Okay. So I'll fork in Force wise, Force tremors wise.
This sort of thing would be much
and-
easier with telepathy, but you guys don't have it, so.
Right. I guess that's fine. I'll just do that. Oh, unreal. Oh, I forgot about my wound die. I'll spend fate.
Yep. You can spend 1 or 2.
I'll probably spend 2 because why not? Which means I'm rolling 2 dice, correct? Okay. Perfect.
Nice. Yep. So,
What's the vibe we're getting here?
The vibe you're getting from him is, I'm imagining this sort of being like Evelyn's future sense sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you get a vision from the Force, and it's basically like he is 100% telling you the truth about the coordinates. Like those are correct. The spy, that is correct. And the fact that he wants to kill a Sith. But the Sith you see him killing is Kalos.
Shoot.
Right? So he's totally willing to, and he probably will kill Exar Kun or Ulick if they get in his way during this process, or if he needs to prove himself to you, right? It's not about that. He's not going to try to kill you at any point unless you get in his way. But his main goal is to get revenge on Kalos for killing his girl. So you see him like shoot Kalos in the back. So remember Kalos, you like blew up his starship and his girl died in the middle of it.
Oh, that's the guy you're talking.
Yeah, this is the bounty hunter, remember? The Mandalorian you made.
Okay. I thought they were talking to the Jedi that was with David at one point.
No.
Okay, this makes so much more sense.
Yeah, this is the Mandalorian. This is the bounty hunter that tried to kill you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so Ren, you know that. So, I mean, you could play along with him, right? To get what you need, right? Because, you know, as long as you keep him away from Kalos, it'll be fine.
Right. So I think I'm just like, this is really dangerous, but at this point we've got no other option. I think we've got to try and figure this one out. What do you say?
I think we have to take him with us.
At the first sign of danger, don't hesitate to kill him.
Oh, I won't.
In fact, if this plays out well, it might not last very long at all before we can kill him.
We got to do what we got to do.
All right, I think we walk back in, and
he jangles the handcuffs at you.
I undo him. I just use the Force. I just go.
Yeah. They fall off, and he stretches his wrists out. Very good. All right, first things first, spy. And we hard cut from there, and yeah, he does reveal the spy that Rel has been using, right, to get information on the Jedi Council. Yep, so that guy gets ratted out. And
who is it?
So the thing is, I don't know if there's enough characters that you guys even know here.
Is it irrelevant?
For it to be anyone named? Exactly. So I think it's irrelevant. I think it's basically just like Rel doesn't have another piece on his board anymore. Or like you just get rid of that guy. You also find out when you interrogate that dude though, that he was also the guy who let the Sith in. Right? He's just been corrupt from the very beginning.
But a little weasel.
And I think maybe even by pressing further, you find out that he was under the sway of what's his face? Kalos' master.
Okay.
Right? So he was corrupted by the dark side, tainted, taking bribes and things. So he was just something that needed to be weeded out of the Jedi anyway. So at the very least, the Mandalorian's got off on a good foot with you guys. He reveals the coordinates. And it's a pretty, unknown region of space that apparently the Sith fleet is holed up in. But you know where it is now, and if you can get to Kalos in time, you can tell him, right? So,
Okay.
Do you guys head out?
Yeah.
Cool. So we cut to Kalos. Kalos, you show up at wherever you're going to meet Rel. I don't know where that is, but up to you guys.
Now we should do a canteen.
Sure. Yeah. I think probably Bartle and your Jedi new Jedi friend, new gray Jedi friend are there.
Sounds good. I'll probably leave Bartle with the ship and the kids.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just because I was gonna leave the other guy there, but I don't know if I can trust him yet.
Yep.
I mean, for obvious reasons. So
yeah, let's take this moment to Rel, you're waiting for Kalos to show up, right? And Kessin is has his feet draped over the table, and is looking through a menu or whatever at this cantina.
Yeah.
And this would be an opportunity to grill him if you'd like. Right.
Yeah.
Figure out if he's trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how I would just drop something like this on him. Because I mean, he only stopped doing that stuff because I gave him something that would benefit him, which isn't necessarily a great indicator of his character. So I guess I want to try and feel out whether or not he's just, I think he's gonna be like, so how do you know Ren?
That's a good question. Did we say that he fought in a battle with you at some point, Ren?
Who are we referring to right now?
The Jedi that you tried to get to double cross.
Oh, I just know him from he's just part of the Jedi Council, or just wasn't part of the Jedi Order. That's all.
Okay, yeah,
nothing specific.
Yeah, you just knew his character and knew that he would probably be amenable to the thing you were going to ask him to do.
You're right.
Yeah. So you said, "How do you know Ren?" Rel, is that what you asked?
Yeah.
He shrugs and says, "Fought in a couple of battles together. Knew each other as acquaintances. We always respected each other. That's about as far as it went."
Interesting.
So when he asked me to double cross you, well, I assumed it was for a good cause.
See, doesn't sound like it took very much convincing.
Well, I didn't know you before. He smiles.
You mean you didn't know that I had something you wanted?
Isn't that all friendship really is? You have something they want, or they have something you want. They have something, you have something they want. It works out.
Well, that tends to be a business partnership. A friendship lasts beyond those things. Once you've gotten what you want, you stick around.
Well, maybe I've become more cynical in my old age. As if, friendships are business transactions to him at this point.
Right, yeah. Jesus, what I mean is, I want to know if you're going to stab me in the back once you get what you want.
He kind of gives you a wry look, and he says, "If I get what you want, then neither of us will be able to stab each other in the back and have it do any good, right?"
Maybe I mean metaphorically.
Of course. Yeah, I'm trying to... I feel like this might be like a persuasion test from you, right? To just be like, you should let me know one way or the other right now, is in your own best interest for us to be on the same side in this and actually be loyal to me as opposed to not. What more concrete reason would you give him to do so? Right? If you're like, listen, we should be friends. We should actually be, I want you to be loyal to me. Or maybe you could also just say, listen, I'm giving you immortality. That should be enough for you to be loyal to me.
Yeah, I mean, basically what he's saying is I need to make sure that I can trust him around the kids because they're my part of the deal, right? And so I need to make sure that, as we're doing this, he's not going to just either do a bad job or, just sort of drop it as soon as he gets what he wants, right? That he'll actually fulfill his end of the bargain. which I guess is more or less what he says, right? What was the last thing he said? I'm trying to remember. Said,
I don't even remember. I have no clue. Because
he said that stabbing each other in the back wouldn't do anything. I said I meant metaphorically. I need to know that I can trust you with these kids and their instruction and doing it in the way that I asked you to do, even once I've lived up to my end, assuming, of course, that you haven't completed their training before then.
And he seems to be weighing that, and he says, Rel, I know that you're a practical man. As long as you keep giving me what I want, then I won't have any reason to betray you. And so it's up to you to figure out the correct timing of this arrangement to make sure both of us get what we want without any temptations. And so his kind of approach right here is like, listen, don't make this into more than it is. This is a business transaction.
Right.
But you can counter with him and be like, no. Like, it's not, and here's why.
Yeah.
And
well, I think I just say, so you would like me to train you slower and to be sure that you finish training the children first? It just doesn't seem very efficient.
Right. So he's like weighing it in his mind. Go ahead and make a persuasion test. And we'll just see if you can.
It need to be a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
It's like, we can play this game, or we can just all have a lot better time of it and just be friends for a while.
Right.
Sure. Yeah. I think.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have anything here that helps.
I think I said his will is 4. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I've got, unfortunately.
I think that might be true. Unless you're lying about anything you're saying.
No. Can I fork in transmitting my intent?
No. Unless you were like, hey, wait a second, can you go stand over the other side of the cantina? I'm gonna calm you.
Let me go.
I feel like I'm always better at talking to people over the phone, you know?
I'm better as a floating hollow head. So
yeah.
All right,
my body language always gives me away.
There you go. Boy. All right.
The thing is just 4 against 4 here.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and spend a couple persona just to sort of help.
Mm-hmm.
And then just wait. Oh, that was the wrong. I guess it didn't matter. All right. Hey, I got a 6.
Yeah. 1 or 2
I'll
fate.
spend 2 fate. Oh, right. There's a fate button.
Yeah, there's a fate button at the top. Yeah.
Bringing up 1. Dice 2.
There you go. 2 6s too.
Sweet. Yeah. Oh,
that's great.
Cool.
All right. So, you managed to persuade him, and so he smiles and he says, "You're right. You're right, Rel. We don't need to be playing games here. This can be simple. Should be simple." And he pulls out a hand. I'm willing to resist temptation if you are.
Yeah, he holds his hand out. I'm glad we're on the same. I guess I'm glad we're on the same page. I don't think they have pages. Probably like
yeah, I don't know what the idiom would be in Star Wars, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's what he says.
On the same hollow page.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm glad we're looking at the same hologram.
Yeah. And then I assumed that like over our clasped hands, the door opens and Callus walks in.
Of
right?
course.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Callus, what do you look like when you walk into this cantina? Are you still kind of just like cold and empty looking? Kind of slumped over?
Yeah. It's completely emotionless.
You're not wearing
Are you
armor?
wearing your armor though? Yeah.
Yeah. I updated my my little picture guy.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Let's take a look. Yeah. Let's take a look in a book. Reading Rainbow.
There's no place I could send it, so it's not that tiny little.
Where did you put it?
It's just my my picture.
Oh, for Roll 20
I
chat.
think we have to refresh to see that change.
Is there somewhere I can put it?
Yeah, you should just be able to drag it onto the screen.
Ooh, that's cool. He might not be able to upload images to the game because he's
maybe
not a
not.
GM.
Did you put it on the Facebook Messenger chat?
Yeah, I can do that.
If you can edit your character sheet, you can make your thumbnail that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put it in the Facebook chat, and I'll put it on the screen for everybody.
Okay.
Very nice. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's very small on my screen. But let's go. Yeah. Dope.
Lit. Cool. Yeah. So do you have the helmet on as you walk in?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably don't have any idea that it's you.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Good
Probably
point.
not. But you probably just walk up to the table, right?
Yeah.
I also assume you don't have your red lightsaber out as you're doing this.
Yes.
Does everyone in the bar pull out a slug thrower, and it turns out they're all like
No, yeah, I think they there's definitely a moment where they pause and look and are like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's this guy up to? But they've probably seen tough bounty hunters before, so Kalos walks over to the table, and probably at that point you can guess, right?
Carlos, you have a change of wardrobe?
Oh, my old armor exploded along with me.
Ah, yes. Unfortunate
Yeah.
turn of events that. Well, I'm glad to see you've recuperated. I knew that the Jedi healed him, right? So I'm not surprised he's healed.
Yeah, you had that information, yep.
Glad to hear the Jedi so generously gave of their own vitality to heal their mortal enemy. Still not sure how you managed that, but I'm impressed.
I order some blue milk from the bar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we probably order drinks as well. I don't know, Star Wars drinks. Get a
Blue milk.
Apparently dark blue milk is alcoholic, so I'm getting some dark blue milk.
Of course. Some Jumba juice.
Sure.
Death sticks. Whatever else.
It just comes with a death stick floating in it.
Yeah, of course.
It's like what if you had a cigarette instead of an umbrella in your drink?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I drink until I need to make a health test.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm gonna drink until I need to make a health test.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not in a good place right now.
Sure. Yeah, make a 2 health test.
Woo.
Your helmet have like a straw.
The helmet's off right now.
Oh, okay.
Stop making this room more ridiculous than we have to. Cool. So you just barely hold your liquor.
Oh, I didn't even need a routine. That was pointless.
Ha. Nice try, test monger.
No, that was mostly, character driven.
Yeah.
He's not doing good.
Yeah, we see you put one back.
Yeah.
And we all know exactly where his mind is right now.
Do I even know that Nomi was captured? Because my spy was probably indisposed at that point.
I think you do. That was probably the last
okay.
thing you got from him.
But I don't know that you like Nomi, so it doesn't really matter much to me, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's probably where I start. I managed to procure pretty much every desperate gun in the area, and I've gotten them all slug throwers because I figured whoever we're shooting probably has a lightsaber, but you didn't say why you were in such a hurry.
Oh, well, they managed while I was unconscious because someone hired someone to explode me. And I pointedly look at you.
I hired him to extract you. It's not my fault. He was terrible at his job. Or that you have history I don't know about.
That aside, they managed to kidnap probably the only person I actually kind of care about. So,
Ren?
No, Nomi.
Yes, he mentioned that.
A master on the council.
She an old
So
flame
she's technically
or something?
not a master. She was in the meeting because she was like she had. You're actually not entirely sure why she was in the master's room during that meeting for whatever reason she was.
Okay.
She may have been a provisionary master or something, but she's not actually a master. I don't think.
Okay.
So she's an old flame of yours, I take it?
Something like that.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. This was a rather pricey endeavor. I assume there'll be something worthwhile at the end of it.
Well, me.
Right. No, I forgot you mentioned that. Speaking of which, meet what's his name?
Kessin
Meet Kessin. He is
gives you a salute.
the teacher the teacher that Ren sent to kill me and then realized that was a entirely unbeneficial course of action.
Rel showed me the error of my ways.
Do I know this guy?
Fortunately, he's much more reasonable than Ren.
You make a circles test to know this guy.
Woo.
Op 2.
Oh,
See if you do.
I've like never run circles. Give me a second. Oh, there it is.
Oh, I got a
That's
difficult
not an
persuasion
advantage.
test. Actually,
2. Okay. Did that roll
I don't see
for
anything.
you guys? Okay, I guess I'll try it again. Oh, okay, there we go.
Do you want to spend a fade or no?
Can I?
You can
I'm
spend 1
6.
to, yeah.
you wanted to
yeah.
reroll a traitor, yeah.
Sure.
Flip a coin.
No.
Man.
Yeah, so
He
you've
actually
you've never met him.
secretly hates me. No.
No, I don't. I just don't think you've ever met him.
Okay.
Yeah. He just gives you the nod and turns back to Rel.
You certainly have a predilection for collecting rogue Jedi.
Well, the ones who aren't rogue yet seem to, they don't get along with me very well.
That's something we have in common. And then I down another blue milk. Dark blue milk, sorry.
I assume you'll want to be on your feet when we get there.
I'll be fine. How's the ship? But I actually don't know what you're doing, but how's preparation going? When can we leave?
I don't know how long all this stuff takes to assemble, but I assume they're still sort of rounding everybody up. So
Yeah, but probably soon.
yeah, my ship is ready. The others are preparing. It shouldn't be long now.
Does your I look at the guy and like I get closer to Rel and I like whisper, does your holocron have a range on it?
I assume that it doesn't, right? Because the trait doesn't say anything about range, and it's kind of like a spiritual thing. Maybe it takes longer for me to reform if it's far away or
Maybe, yeah.
something, but not as such. Why do you ask?
Probably want to leave it somewhere safe, not on the ship that's probably going to get exploded, because I don't have my powers anymore, so this is probably a suicide mission. But
You left that part out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kessin looks at
hire
you and then
these
says, what happened? Did the Jedi disconnect you from the Force?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's new as well. I thought you convinced them not to do that.
well, no, they didn't. They did disconnect me from the Force, but I can't use the dark side currently, which is most of my power.
Can I use Manhunter to see if I can infer the meaning from that?
What do you mean?
That's my like aura reading, but not aura reading. I want to get that he's gone soft and not that he's lost his power, right?
Sure. Yeah. Let's look at
Okay.
Manhunter again.
It's like it's the aura reading skill, but not for magic stuff, basically.
So, do you want to read a mood, see a character trait, see a die or call-on trait, sense a person's intent, or see an instinct?
Can I read a trait, which is his hatred, and know that it's at 0?
Yes, that probably makes sense.
Cool.
So, up 4.
Excellent. I probably won't get this.
Up 4 perception.
Yeah, that's not the right thing. Yeah, okay. Hey.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
You've made several ob 4s with that. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I feel like I have.
And you
It's
never
too bad I
upgraded it
can't
because
accrue skills for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I can't. It's perception. I just need. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Cool. So, yeah, you can tell basically what happened. And I think you maybe can see even further than Kalos knows. So when the, right, Kalos, really what happened, right, is Kalos did something empathetic. He did something against the
Right.
dark side, very against the dark side. And so the dark side has like left him. He just doesn't have the heart to use it anymore because he like had a change of heart, maybe that he doesn't even realize yet.
Right. Now, do I want to egg him on about that?
So you can sense that he's like on the knife's edge, right, between the dark side and the light side now.
Yeah, so I think he sort of, his eyes like contract towards each other as he looks at you, like focusing on you as he's doing that. And then after a second, I guess I think he just says, I see. And then just leaves it at that. He sits back and says, well, I think that might make this a bit complicated. We barely survived our last encounter with scrolling. What's his name?
Exar Kun.
Yeah, thank you. With Exar Kun, and well, you were a much angrier person then, I guess. How are we going to hold up to him this time? I mean, gangsters are great and all, but well, don't tell him I said this, but I don't think many of them are going to make it out.
do any of them? Do anything?
I don't think any of them are here in the casino. Cantina.
Yeah.
So, Cassie just raises an eyebrow at URL.
I mean, our only options are enlist the Jedi and have them all die as well, or I just closed out all my windows. I forgot what I was saying because I closed everything. Yeah, our options are enlist the Jedi and they'll all die, and there will be no one left to pick up the slack if we die, if we both die, or if I die. Or hopefully wing it and pull something out on my own. So.
Gotcha.
Rescue Nomi, suicide bomb the ship, maybe live.
Well, that seems fun and all. In the event that we catastrophically fail and everyone dies, what's in it for me again? Just so I'm on the same page.
Right, because if Kalos dies, then he has no one. Your offer really doesn't matter.
Right. Like I already found a teacher as well, so I'm kind of like, yeah. But
Kalos is one thing you could give him. You could tell him where Coruscant is, or where Korriban is.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Right.
I mean, not right now, but
I mean, but at least some point before you get into a situation where you might die would be the issue.
I guess maybe you could say that he looks. At his fingernails.
What you could do is send a kill switch message, right? Set up if you die, then Rel gets an email with the coordinates, right?
Right. Well, don't give me any reason to try and get you killed. But he looks, inconspicuously at his finger. He's like, well, if you perish, no one will know where Korriban is, and that would be a real shame. No one to stumble upon all that evil and all. Maybe could we consider our previous arrangement?
That if I die, you'll get the location of Korriban.
Well, ideally, I'd get it anyways, but if it has to be that way, I suppose.
And what would you do with said information?
I imagine that depends on who survives this mission. The entire Jedi Council is dead, then.
Well, you've got all of their money anyway, so there's really only one.
Yes, but I don't have any of the Sith's money, so there's that.
I dig around in my pockets. I'm just like, oh boy, because I don't want to give them that. When I pull out my master's cool lightsaber, I'm like, how about this? Rare artifact from Korriban. That'll get you. Something, maybe.
I mean, I feel like Rel might say that works as collateral.
Yeah,
right.
This would make a good down payment. It was expensive to find all those men. Listen, Kalos, we're friends. I'm happy to do you a favor, but I'm a businessman too, of course.
Fine. He said, fine, I'll set up a kill switch thing, whatever.
Wonderful. And don't worry, I won't concoct some method to get you killed if I could even manage such a thing. I like you too much for that.
Yeah, Kessin looks at you like, yeah, we just had a conversation like this.
Yeah, I probably
In
look
theory,
at him
you're
when I say
better
that
than
too,
this.
like, yeah, see, yeah, I can do the thing that I said.
Mm-hmm.
Got the literal one situation which he would potentially give up that information.
Right, yeah. That works for me. Well, excellent. Now that all of the gloom and doom is out of the way, let's go shoot something.
And that's probably the point where Ren and Byakuya... Well, so actually, Ren and Byakuya, do you guys want to show up here in the cantina? Because you're like tracking Kalos, right? And Kalos hasn't really made an effort. Or do you want to meet them at the abandoned warehouse that Rel has the event horizon at?
I definitely didn't tell them where it was. Just I don't want them to know where my ship is.
Well, I know.
As far as
I just
know,
mean,
they still want to kill me.
so they're gonna basically what I'm saying is they can end up wherever Kalos ends up.
Oh, right, okay.
Because they're just tracking him down, right? Just depends on where you want to make your entrance. In a crowded cantina or an abandoned warehouse.
All the slug thrower thugs in the warehouse.
Yeah,
that is
abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently occupied, formerly abandoned warehouse.
I mean, probably the warehouse.
Yeah, I think that makes sense too.
Yeah, we don't want to bring a bunch of...
You also have the Mandalorian with you, so if he's going to start shooting people...
Yeah. If it's more dangerous for us, that's fine.
Cool, so yeah, we see Kalos, Rel, and Kessin, and Bartle, and whatnot get ready. In the warehouse, the gangsters are, getting in position in the ship. Kalos is preparing himself, whatever he's doing. Rel is preparing himself, whatever he's doing. I assume Bartle and Kessin are staying with the children. Rel?
Yeah, I mean, I assume Kessin doesn't want to come on the suicide.
Yeah,
run,
it's not
so.
it's not his job.
Yeah. So yeah.
Sam says in chat, Jared has the clingiest cat I have ever seen.
Literally.
Yeah, cool. So we see all this happening. I assume basically at this point we can probably say that Kessin and up to you, Rel, actually. Do you have Kessin and the children at a different place? Or are they planning on staying here while you're...
I mean, ideally they would go back to the original place I spent a bunch of money on, because the Jedi Council knows that I was there, but I'm not there anymore, and they don't have any reason to go there for Kessin or the kids. So, and that place is expensive. I spent a bunch of money on.
Sure, that's fine. You could have someone back there.
Yeah, I probably won't go back there personally for obvious reasons, but they might as well go there.
Sure, yeah.
All right, cool.
Sounds good. Yeah, so I just wanted to... I was curious whether or not Ren and Kessin were going to have a showdown here where he was like, wait a second. But it's probably better not to derail the plot by having them show up anyway.
Yeah, there's already enough opportunity for us to go very badly
yes.
too early already.
So Ren, Byakuya, up to you guys how you enter the warehouse. You can do it however you'd like. Whether or not you tell the Mandalorian to wait outside or what, up to you.
I'd also like to conceal my thing in that building as well. My holocron.
The one you paid for?
Yeah.
Got it.
Preferably somewhere hidden.
Sure.
In that room somewhere, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure what you're thinking, Chad, but I think if we tell him not to come inside, he'll just barge in when we least expect it.
Try to snipe
Whereas
Kalos from the window.
Yeah, if we just
why don't we want him to come
bring
with
him
us?
in?
He wants to kill Kalos.
We're gonna need to kill him.
Also,
isn't he chained up still?
He might just leave.
Oh wait, hold up. The point we wanted him to bring him here because we wanted him to bring us to them, right?
No,
he's taking you to the Sith. They give you the.
He has the coordinates to the Sith. Okay.
But isn't he still
to
in
be fair,
handcuffs?
I could
No.
probably get us there without him.
He's not still in handcuffs.
No. He's
Well, then we can kill him.
No, because we.
No, bring
Well-
him in and let Kalos kill him
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we could do
because
that.
we're the good guys.
I don't think Callus is angry enough to kill this guy.
yeah.
Oh
And then
man!
we'll tell Kalos like, "Oh, you're weak. You're a loser. You won't kill him," and then he'll do it.
Wow,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
gonna
this
make
is-
him evil. Isn't making someone evil for your own gains? Isn't that the dark
That's
side?
probably a
yeah,
hatred
that's
thing, yeah.
basically-
I don't know.
Yeah.
Chat has a good point. Did Ren tell Biyaka that Mando wants to kill Kalos?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did
For
did?
you
sure.
Okay.
say
Okay.
that was
Yeah,
why
yeah.
you're gonna have to kill him?
Just wanna
Maybe you
make
didn't clarify it. I don't remember.
I probably do. Well, I do right now.
On
Hey,
the
just so
watch
you
at some
know,
point.
I think
we're
you
probably
did.
gonna have to kill him.
I actually think you did. Now that I remember it.
No,
Yeah. I think you
thought so,
did.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys just walk in with the Mandalorian into the.
Does he have a
warehouse?
small
Yeah.
green alien with him?
Yeah, but we don't let him have weapons. Do we?
Well, probably yes.
Weapons are part of his religion. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
yeah.
helmet is.
No,
He can have
that's
his
a
helmet.
line from the Mandalorian. He says weapons are part of my religion. When they tell him he can't have it on the train.
Well, this is thousands of years before that.
I mean,
Still part of his religion.
that's
I don't
probably
think-
more
I don't
so
think
actually.
It makes any sense, and he wouldn't agree to not having at least some weapon. So, yeah, maybe
Well,
he
tell
doesn't
him
have
this
a.
is a neutral cantina, no weapons allowed.
His
well, so
body
this
is
is-
a weapon.
This is a warehouse, but yeah.
Oh,
You could at least tell him, yeah, don't draw any weapons here, like or whatever. But yes, he at the very least has like a pistol and a rifle or something.
well,
probably
he
doesn't
could
have his
be.
rocket launcher.
He should be in between us.
I assumed so. So, yeah, let's say Rel's probably the first person to see him. Right, so Kalos is maybe on the ship somewhere, and Rel, you maybe are about to go up the ramp, and you see the three of them walk in.
Okay. But like, hurry up, get on, quick.
Yeah, what do you say, Ren and Bianca?
Wait.
So to clarify, there's like a bunch of gangsters everywhere, right?
No, I think most of them are on the ship at this point, right?
Oh, okay, gotcha. So I guess I'm on the rampy thing.
Yeah.
But I turn around. That's the technical term.
Yeah, the ramping thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I'm here to apologize for sending someone to kill me. It's not very polite of you.
Did I tell him to kill him?
No.
What?
He didn't even try to kill me.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
just being difficult.
I mean, yeah, the plan was for
In
him
fact,
to
you told him specifically
lock
to
him
kill
in
you
a-
wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, locking. I think he was like lock him in a
Right.
room, and the Jedi were going to come
Right.
and
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
apprehend
Well,
him.
that's not dramatic, and I didn't want to say all that. So
Now we have a much bigger threat. I think we need. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what are we thinking? What are we doing here?
well,
Obviously, we
Jedi
need
are gonna
Kalos, but
this fight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here.
Yeah,
right,
Kalos,
I know, but
Kalos can
I
show
guess-
up if he wants to at any point.
Also, how did you find this place? How are you here? Why do you keep barging into all the places that I go?
The Force is with me. Heck, I am.
Yeah,
These are the sorts
sure.
of cool things you can do too, Rel, if you actually use the Force.
That's right. That's heckin' right.
I am not a barbarian.
Um,
But yeah, Kalos, you can come down the ramp at any point if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm here.
Kalos shows up. You
So-
can sense the Mando tense.
yeah, you know
next
what?
to you.
I think I just ignore Rel entirely, and I just
So
It's like-
I look at Kalos. I'm like, so when you said the Jedi were sending people to help us, you meant this? This was it?
Oh, well.
These two, and then the guy who literally failed his one job. the worst bounty hunter I've ever hired.
Yeah, he looks at you, Rel, the Mandalorian does, and he says, I just doubled up with your money. I had a different job.
Yes, you realize that's a definition of being a horrible businessman? Not only did you take money,
I'd
and not
like
do
to
what I
think that
asked.
it makes me a very good businessman.
No, it makes you a thief, which is fine if that's your job, but you're not. It's not your job.
I'm a Mandalorian. We don't abide by Republic laws.
Great. I'm sure that the Bounty Hunter Board and all the people who never hire you in the future will be glad to know that.
I have a friend who can scrub your review on Space Yelp.
Goodness gracious! I ignite my lightsaber and come back.
It's fine.
Right, roll inconspicuous. Oh wait.
Yeah. Great. Now that that's resolved. All right.
Yeah, he banters with you for a little bit, and then I assume Callus stays up.
Now Ren murdered him, right?
No.
Yeah, yep.
Your Honor, I assume that's not being serious.
No, there's no way.
Yeah. All right.
What percentage of the Jedi Order died in that like on Coruscant?
I mean, not like a
actively
huge percentage. It was like definitely a blow against them, but I would say maybe like 5 to 10%, if any. If
Oh,
that.
that's not too bad.
So they are sending someone else, right?
Who are you at? What?
Just generally out there. You're not the only reinforcements when they said the Jedi were joining us.
Oh, no,
So Ren,
yes.
yeah, you know that they will. I mean, so what's the plan? That maybe like they would attack them, like get the Republic to attack the Sith in a space battle, and then you guys would sneak up board, because that's definitely a doable thing.
I don't know.
I mean, that seems like a Star Wars scene. There's got to be a space battle.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, might as well. Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like that's just the obvious play here is like distract everyone with a space battle, not that you know the coordinates, and then sneak aboard the ship. Yeah, so you can relay that to Rel if you like, or Callus.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I relay that. Yeah, we just.
Excellent.
That's the plan.
Well,
So wait,
that's certainly
what's
going to go well. Your Jedi friends are going to shoot at the Sith, and then we're going to sneak because we're all so great at that onto the ship, and I guess find Nomi, and then try not to die, and then profit. I don't know. This seems like a vague plan, but we'll go.
Well, you and the Jedi Order are free to do what they want, but the plan as it was is not going to work anymore because I don't have any of my juice. So, yeah. And I'm sure you can feel like if you're looking for it now that like I'm just a weak boy now.
Yeah, weak voice, 7 lightsaber. What a pushover.
I know.
Yeah. I just shake my head at you like you're ridiculous.
Well,
Spend
in
20 years of
comparison-
your life training to hone your body to attack people with lightsabers. Oh
In
no, I'm not
comparison to
mad
the-
anymore.
Yeah. Compared to the 9 hatred monster we're going to fight.
Though to be fair, this does actually usually line up with when you get a antagonistic character on your side. Usually, they're
gets
never
super
quite as
weak.
powerful as they are
Yeah.
as an enemy.
Yeah,
It's like
I watched a
Zuko,
YouTube
you know?
video about that where some guy beat up all the main characters during their team, and the first guy they fought, he just gets his butt kicked, and
Mhm.
like, man, forget this guy.
Mhm.
Just leave.
That's what happened with Zuko.
Every time. Yeah,
Vegeta.
yeah,
Show up and your fire is pitiful because you're not mad anymore.
yeah, exactly. That's almost exactly what happened.
I saw a meme of that once. It was like showing him with his like pitiful little fire blast, and it was like when you unlock a playable character, and they're nowhere near as powerful as they were when you fought them.
I feel like the Avatar would make a pretty good burning wheel hack
Yeah, probably.
because like there's a
All right,
lot of
Maybe some
emotion.
next
Next
magic
campaign,
stuff.
Avatar campaign. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
There's a lot of
I'm
emotion
done with
inside it.
other IP campaigns for a while.
Yeah, well, and also hacking burning wheel probably.
Yes. Well, no, I'm not done with that. I'm gonna do that all the time. But
Well, no, but I mean a
Just not
new
for
hack
Avatar.
of that. You're already elbows deep in like 2 or 3 of those. so-
yes, that's true. That's true.
All right.
Yeah, how's this conversation going?
I think
Okay.
we're all gonna go die, right? This plan.
Yeah. I told Ren that I don't have any juice, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably not gonna win. So yeah, I guess the plan is I'm gonna suicide bomb and you guys get Nomi out.
Right.
That's basically what I say. Or, well,
I look at you and I'm like, so considering Nomi was your old flame, is that like a mutual thing or just like a unrequited thing?
It's news to you, Ren.
well, at one point it was requited. Now, not so much.
I just want to establish that you committing suicide on this mission isn't going to irreparably damage her in some way that totally defeats the purpose of the mission in the first place.
Well, on my character sheet, the relationship says hateful, so.
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose them's in the rules, so, all right.
Well,
just checking. Didn't want to just do this for no reason. It's a lot of scum and villainy are going to die on this mission, so, going to make it worthwhile.
Hey, I heard that.
I just approach Carlos. I walk straight towards him, and if nobody does anything, I put my hand on his shoulder, and I say, "We're gonna get her back, but you're my friend. I want you to come back too. Can we try that first?"
He doesn't know how to respond to that.
And then he like leans in a little bit and he says, "By the way,
Kisses.
the Mandalorian wants to kill you. Just be on guard."
And at this point, Kalos, you can definitely tell that he's like, the Mandalorian's like super tense, just staring at you.
Lorenz finally said something reasonable. I say we go with his plan.
I give you a side glance.
Your thumbs up.
I just shake my head, and there's the slightest grin. Is like, this is already going horribly, but whatever. We're already. Or let's just leave.
I hate you guys. Let's just go. I'll lick my juice.
I don't know how to handle my emotions. Let's just leave.
Yeah. Bother him too much, he'll get his juice back. So
just keep poking him. like Sokka did to Zuko. Just gotta get him mad. Poke.
Oh man.
Oh man. Except there are actual philosophical ramifications to him being mad in this universe.
Yeah. We'll actually make him a bad guy again.
Yeah. I mean, that's technically what made Zuko a bad guy too, but yeah.
Yeah. But it didn't have some kind of mystical power to come over him again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kalos, you just walk on the ship. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
You're taking your own ship, right?
Are you telling that to Ren?
No, yeah, to Ren and yeah.
I mean, Ren and Bianca don't have their own ship.
It
doesn't make any sense.
Get here?
You guys are.
How did we get there?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
true. How did we get here?
Like a speeder, a bus.
Oh, it's the same planet?
It is the same planet, but it doesn't make any sense at all for Ren and Bianca to take a different ship because you're the ship that has the stealth drive. Yeah.
When you say that, I just shake my head a little. They're coming with us.
Fine.
Now I really don't. Now I really want to put you in jail.
Does Ren have any response to that?
Just look at you and like, yes, come on my ship. Welcome to my home. Please don't touch anything. And I sit down.
Yeah, and as the Mandalorian walks by you, Rel, he just says, no hard feelings. And then he steps up.
Just like,
unbelievable.
And then I say to him, no hard feelings.
Do you say that? You say it to the Mandalorian?
Yeah. I gotta get the humor playing.
Yep, they got it. Are you trying? What are you trying to do with that statement? To get him riled up, but that he won't attack you, or to instigate a combat encounter right now?
Oh goodness!
What do you want to happen?
I think he's actually being like legit trying to because he's not evil now.
Yeah.
Trying to bridge the gap.
Okay. Make a soothing platitudes test.
Oh, no.
You make a health test to try to ignore a die wound if you like. Up 4.
Help you.
Yeah, Ruck can
Nope,
help.
I don't have it.
He can help you.
That.
You can't.
Okay.
You can't fork, but he can help.
Gotcha.
So yeah, first, Callus, if you want to make a health test to reduce a die, you can do that. Up 4.
I don't really know what they're talking about, so I'm like, you did shoot him with a rocket. I'd take it if I were you. 'Cause I don't know. He killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I just know he shot him with a rocket, so I assume that's what he's saying. No hard feelings about. But hopefully, it'll
What
help anyway.
skill are you helping with then?
Persuasion.
I guess. Yeah, that's probably what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can add 2 helping dice, Callus, then.
Yay. What's the ob?
The ob is his will. Which is
Yeah, I don't
odd.
think he has a high will.
I don't know if he
But
does.
it's probably modified by a belief that is murder callous.
That
I
is
imagine.
true.
Oh
yes.
no, his will's.
It's gonna be an ob 6 altogether.
I forgot, dude. This guy is so powerful.
Yeah.
What the heck?
He has a will of 5, but yeah, I think you're right, David. He definitely has a belief that would increase that.
It's probably his only belief at this point.
Yes, I think so. He probably has a belief about actually getting them to fight the Sith, like and actually fulfilling his end of the bargain. But then one about killing Callus. So yeah,
that's not a thing I can use pre-prioception for, is it?
Proprioception, no, you cannot. You can spend persona on this if you'd like.
Yeah, it's literally pointless. It doubles the 12.
Yes,
so.
it does. Yeah. But you get 2 helping dice anyway. So.
And I get a test too, right? For helping.
Yeah, you'll get one as an ob 6. Whatever that is for persuasion.
I have a 4, so I assume it's difficult.
It's a challenging.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why you put that in all caps, but yeah, 2 out of 12. It's not good. You can mark it difficult on your will.
They're really soothing, those platitudes that they. Yeah.
And you definitely fail. The thing I'm wondering right now is whether or not failure here means he immediately attacks you, which could be bad because he hasn't actually given the coordinates out yet.
You can roll a die of fate, maybe, or make a steel test, or
I don't know.
Flip a coin.
Yeah.
Steel test makes probably the most sense.
Yeah.
Right, because I think this would be if he fails the steel test, he hesitates long enough that the moment passes. Right.
Okay.
And he doesn't see a good opportunity. If he succeeds on the steel test, then he's like, I'm in complete control of my faculties. I'm right next to him. I can pop him one in his brain right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think there's any modifiers to this. Oh, except for the fact that he's surrounded by enemies. So I'll increase it by 1. So he's rolling 7 open-ended dice against an ob of 6.
Oh boy.
And he failed miserably.
Oh my god.
Oh, he still has wounds? Oh.
So he probably just glares
at
you and glares at you and glares at you.
I believe he does. Wait, when did he get wounds?
When he exploded.
Oh, yes, that's what it was.
Stuck in his ship engine.
I think you assumed that he was injured by the Jedi, didn't you? Or something?
I don't think so. No, I already said when Ulick Keldrama hired him and stuff, I described the bounty hunter as having like half of his face burned off, right? So okay. he spent personas to survive, but I think he still has wound dice, right? So
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So he basically got like a mortal wound and then managed to make it lesser. So
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, he failed the steel test. So I think he just like grits his teeth, right? Stands and drools, and you walk past him, right? And he kind of just like swears under his breath and walks in after you. So he does not take.
Him?
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Up to.
Perception, up to. Okay.
Ob 2 if you want to know his mood. Ob 4 if you want to know his intent. Right. Ob 2 mood will be like, oh, he's tense. He didn't like that at all. Ob 4 will be like, oh, he's trying to kill Kalos.
We'll do Ob 4. I'll spend a persona point on it.
Cool. Go for it.
Hey, this is working well for me.
Yeah, so as he walks by you, Rel and Kalos both, you know You're like, ooh, yikes. He definitely took that personally, whatever happened between them earlier.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, so Rel is also aware of this. Cool, so I think from there, right, it's just fly to the coordinates. So the fun thing, though, is you guys are in the bridge, right? And the Mandalorian at this point gives you the coordinates to go to the fleet. And then from there, Ren, you can transmit that to the Jedi, and so they can make sure the Republic has a fleet there and all that stuff. This is all starting to be sorted out
Setting
now.
up the ship battle.
Yep, setting up the ship battle. But Kalos, as soon as you hear the coordinates, you know it is that those coordinates are only a hop, skip, and a jump away from Korriban. Like, probably by absolute coincidence, the Sith fleet has set up within hyperdrive jump, maybe like very, very quick hyperdrive jump of Korriban. So, Kalos, the first thing I want you to do is make a steel test for me when you hear the news, to see whether or not you react visibly to that.
What's the ob?
The ob is going to be just your hesitation, so ob 4.
Oh, that's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Should be, yeah, with gray shade open-ended 7.
Not 44. There we go.
Yep, no problem. Yep, so you have complete control of your faculties. How do you respond when you hear that?
Would it be possible to like what would I roll to like know if they know? Would that be like a meditation or like a force tremors wise?
To know if the Sith know?
Yeah, or if it's just coincidence.
Yeah, I think it would be a meditation roll.
Okay.
Let's check what that would be. Ob 7 meditation.
Okay. Wowza. Well, force tremors wise, force wise, soldier wise.
Yes. Yep.
What about strategy?
No. You know what? Yes, actually, yes, 100% yes. Yeah, strategy is about war positioning and stuff. So,
one more Sith doctrine.
Not Sith doctrine. But actually, yes. You know what? Yes, I think that makes sense because it's possible that like the reason maybe this is because the reason I actually set up in my head why they're here is actually related to this. So yes, Sith doctrine for sure.
I already forgot what the ob was.
Ob 7. You can also add one more advantage die for. I think your health test is still riding in this scene. So
okay,
so you get the 1 die penalty removed. So
yeah. Oh.
No 6s, but you could spend a fate if you'd like to bank on a 1 in 12 chance. I mean, yeah, you have a lot of fate, so.
Yeah.
Nope. Nothing there. So, yeah, you reach into the ether and the force is silent. Yeah, so anything else you do when you hear the news?
Would I roll that again to see if it's like, if he's actually telling the truth?
No, I think that was just all the one roll. Oh, to see if the Mandalorian was telling the truth?
Yeah, like if I like reach out to that area, do I feel?
Yeah, you definitely feel that it's true. Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah. I got nothing else.
Cool. Yeah, so we just see Kalos like turn slightly to look at the Mandalorian when he says this, and we know that he knows this, but the rest of you don't. And I guess from there it's just like go to the capital ship while the space battle is going. Given that we don't really have a pilot among you, and we'll just say one of the random gangsters has a pilot, I'm probably not going to roll for any of that stuff because outside of the scope, we don't care.
The bounty hunter could probably pilot, right? Or no, he had a
yeah, he did have a Twi'lek. His Twi'lek.
He's been driving somehow.
Piloted. Let me look. Let me look.
It go right.
He might have it.
Yeah, someone skewered my pilot, so
he does not have a pilot test, or he does not have a pilot skill. So it's probably just one of the gangsters who's doing it.
Wait, I don't. I don't know Lashek is dead, do I?
You do not. I just
Okay.
remembered that.
Wait, did I have a third goal? I don't remember. I need to remind me to try and call him before
Sure.
the session's over.
I mean, I feel like you should just do that right now.
Okay.
Right? Because, I mean, basically it's just you guys getting ready to go and going.
Right. Well, yeah, and I guess I wouldn't want to leave without him, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I guess maybe I pull up my phone and it's like, missed calls, not missed calls, but like, unanswered sent calls, like 5, and I like try it again. It's like, this is a wash chat. Go screw yourself.
Yeah, that's the message. No, so I think at that point a Jedi picks it up. Right? And
Lashtak, where are you?
This isn't a Lashtak. And you recognize the voice though? It's your spy. And
does he have a name?
Yes.
Guy who's my spy.
Let's say his name is Merrick.
Okay. Merrick, why do you have a Lashtak's communicator?
He's dead. I barely made it out of the Jedi Temple before the bounty hunter ratted me out. I don't know how he found out about my existence exactly, but...
Is he the one that killed the Lashtak?
No, that was the Wookiee Jedi.
Which, well, I guess there's only one, right?
Yes, yeah. I think that's actually true. I think there's only one Wookiee Jedi.
Yeah. But I mean, I'd probably clarify anyways. I don't know if I know that. So,
Biaka is the name.
Thank you. And I just, click off the thing, the communicator.
Yeah, and it's from the sound of it, it sounded like the guy like was found out and then he barely escaped.
Yeah.
Like imprisonment and from the Jedi, and it just made it like took off on his own.
Yeah, I figured.
But had a Lashtak's communicator.
Okay, cool.
So
cool.
So
cool.
what do you do? Oh, you know what I should have done? Nothing. I should have had you make a transmission test to do that successfully. That's exactly what.
Why don't we see how well, like, because I mean that could still be picked up by people and stuff, right? So
no, that's true. Yeah, if you fail this, then someone can, like listens to the conversation. Yeah.
So
yeah, go for it.
I don't think they have anything that helps transmissions, really.
I don't think so.
I was going to use unknown places wise, but I don't think that counts. I don't know where he is.
The internet. No, so transmissions opt 2.
All right. Oof.
0. Yeah. So I think what happens is the Jedi
they pick up his
were able to and then they end up getting him. So the spy does get captured.
He hangs up and
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Police droid flies over. Yeah. Amazing.
Oh man.
Cool. And I think that's probably where we end, right? We just see you guys get on the ship, take off, go into hyperspace, right? And we'll pick up next time with the ship battle, the infiltration. And I think we can probably do it next time, right? Next time is probably the end, because it's just fighting them basically. So I might even let's whip out the fight rules. Who knows, right? That could be fun.
Yeah, we might actually have time to use that.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of stuff about like the actual infiltration that's just not going to be very interesting, right?
And we're all bad. We're super bad at all of it.
Exactly. So I'll either like have a gangster be good at it, have some Republic like agent be able to hack into the ship or whatever for you,
right?
Or even just have the only role you make just like fight a bunch of Sith on the way there, right?
Right.
So whatever the case is, that will be probably short next episode, and we'll be able to start right away pretty much with facing down the Sith Lords. Obviously, Mandalorian will try to attack Callus at some point, and other things will happen along those lines, but I think we can probably wrap it up next time. Unless something drastic happens and the actual finale happens on the surface of Korriban. That could be the only other place we can escalate from there, really. But we'll see.
You just have to have
I think no matter what, Korriban will be the place where we end the game. Going to Korriban, probably. And some character will end up on Korriban as the last scene, but who knows?
And if nobody ends up with the coordinates, it'll just be some random guy being like, boop, and then he'll just show up there.
Yeah, but randomly accidentally doing it. Yep. Cool. Yeah, let's do Artha and get out of here.
Like, why don't you just pull over and ask for directions? No, I got it.
Well, what's actually funny is that's actually how Korriban got discovered in the first place.
Yeah, it was a mistake, right? They
Yep.
like stumbled upon it.
They just accidentally stumbled upon it. Two explorers, brother and sister. No.
Yeah.
I read those comics recently.
Nice.
Well, when I was preparing for this, actually. So.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, Ren. Let's look at your releasing stuff.
Heck yeah, boys. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe. Beliefs. The Sith have captured Nobi. I will stop at nothing to hunt them down and finish this once and for all.
You're working on it?
Work towards it. Okay. I probably should stock up with some fate points for this. Kalos is awake. I will keep his secret from the Sith. I will not kill Kalos to keep the secret.
Did you make any particular rolls to keep the secret?
No, but I encouraged Kalos to not die.
Yeah, I think that'll be probably something for next time. But
okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
There wasn't really an opportunity to.
No.
Rel is a danger. I will resolve the situation with him while keeping the youngling's best interests in mind. I hunted him down.
Yeah, I'll give you a fate point for it because there's definitely it's making the story more interesting. You having that belief, but it hasn't come up substantially.
You just followed Kalos. You didn't do anything.
Yes, but technically you can get fate points for beliefs if having them makes the story more interesting.
I was just being a butt.
Yeah.
Instincts. I can never turn my back unless you need my help. Never turn my back to a Sith. Always carry my lightsaber. I suppose, like. No. There's.
I'll give you a favor. I can never turn my back on those who need my help because I mean, you going on a suicide mission with Kalos is still all part of that, right?
Oh, okay.
And Nomi, like trying to get back Nomi, also, right?
Thanks. Do I get any fate points for permanent scar?
I don't think so. No.
Dang it.
No one recognized you because of your scar. So. But yeah, haunted by luminous beings. Who's got a scar?
The monkey's his uncle.
Who's the monkey? Who's the Wookiee?
Okay.
Haunted by luminous beings, I definitely think does need to have some sort of like closing to it next session. We need to make sure we kind of bring that arc to a close in one way or another with Laurie.
Laurie?
But
I like how you've given up protesting.
Yeah.
I just accepted it.
The audience now knows Laurie by Laurie.
Yep.
That's the only way they know who she is. Just like that's the only reason I know.
All right, Kalos.
Nomi has been taken. I will get her back by whatever means necessary.
Working on it. Fate point.
Now that my power is gone, I can't fight the Empire on my own. I will get Rel to supply me with meat shields.
Fate point. Working on it.
But we got them.
Yeah, he convinced me to. Well, I don't know if you rolled.
He didn't roll.
You
so you can get a fate point from it, but
yeah,
no persona.
But he didn't offer me the.
You know what? That's true. That is a in-game resource that he's been offered. Yeah, so persona.
Hey. With my powers gone, I'm going to need every edge I can get. Maybe my former master has left something behind I could use.
You did it, persona.
Yay. Never trust the Jedi or a Sith for that matter. I just left the Jedi Temple. I probably could have gotten a lot more help.
Yep, so fate point.
Yay.
Do never leave a challenge unanswered for a fate point because of the way you handled the Mandalorian, right? Like, not because it's a challenge in the sense that like you saw it and actually responded to it as opposed to ignoring it, right? Obviously, your response was let's let bygones be bygones, but it was still an answer. Yeah.
Never feel the need to lie. I could have just lied about setting up the thing, but I didn't.
Setting up what thing?
The kill switch thing.
True. Yeah. Fate point.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but I guess it makes sense that I would trust you to not be lying about it.
Yep.
And I mean, the only other possible thing is me being a Sith is the whole reason any of this is happening to him.
Yeah. I'll give you a fate point for hatred because of, I mean, you having your hatred taxed is why a lot of this is happening. And I think you played out that in very fun ways. So,
yeah, that was
a fate point. Cool. Rel.
Kessin and I had a rocky start. I will determine if he's trustworthy or just selfish.
You made him trustworthy. Persuasion or persona.
Yeah. Awesome. Callus has the Jedi Council on his side somehow. I will use this to get the Sith off Amanda. I didn't end up doing that.
No, you did not. You didn't really get an opportunity. Callus showed up and he's like, I ditched this Jedi Council.
Yeah. However this goes, I'll make sure these kids don't end up in the wrong hands.
Yeah, you're working on it. Fate point.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
I don't think the rest of your stuff got you into trouble or anything.
Yeah, I mean, Always Find the Prophet got me some stuff I wanted.
Yeah, the only things that came up were things that were just beneficial for you and not even like necessarily like interesting in a narrative sense per se. They were just pretty obvious things.
Yeah, I don't think anything, unless like the bounty hunter being here is still my fault because I paid him. But
he hasn't done anything yet, right?
Yeah.
So if he had immediately attacked Callus right there, then maybe I would have given it to you. But yeah,
cool. Sounds good.
All right, Biaka.
The Sith Lords must be stopped. I will work with the Order to end this by any means.
Fate point. Working on it.
Rel must be punished. I don't want that one. Can I just say that's not my belief?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you didn't work on it anyway, so.
I will help Callus rescue Nomi.
Working on it. Fate point.
I always finish what I start.
I don't know if that
I didn't really do anything today.
You didn't even start anything much today, so.
No.
Yeah.
I'm quick to draw my lightsaber. Didn't. I will defend those. Didn't. So.
Yeah, I think we were prepping for more Biaka stuff. You very clearly were like, Ren, I don't want to talk about any of this right now. So.
Well, because what's the point?
Yeah. I definitely think we'll definitely have to bring Biaka's arc to some conclusion next session. Figure out kind of how you're feeling about everything and whether or not there's a choice to make. I just remembered a thing that I was going to do in the next session. To help that along. Okay, cool. I have an idea now. Cool. Anyway, yeah, let's do extra Artha stuff and get out of here. Let's take a look.
On that note, I mean, obviously, Rel is upset that you killed Biaka. Is there maybe a way we can spin that confrontation into
killed Alashtak, you mean?
Or sorry, that's what I meant. Is there a way we can make that an interesting interaction that'll like help bring that decision or changed up?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like something Rel would bring up. I don't know how you want to bring it up.
I mean,
exactly.
I'm definitely gonna have that be one of my things. Be like, I got to find out what happened here.
Sure.
But if I can make it in a way that will accomplish something for Biaka too, then that would be great.
Yeah. Let's talk about that real briefly, Chad. So, if Rel was to confront you on the spaceship ride over to the place about Alashtak's death, what would you guys want that encounter to look like exactly?
I would just tell him exactly what happened. I'd say, look, this guy was going on a rampage in anger, killing everyone, and so he had to die. And I told him not. He was about to try to kill me, so I killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Rel, would you have any particular intent about the confrontation? Something you would want Biaka to do, like apologize or regret his actions or something along those lines?
Yeah.
Give you compensation in some capacity, or would it literally just be
but he knows nothing right now. He doesn't know how he died. He just knows I killed him.
Yeah.
My question basically is like, if Rel asks this question to Biaka and Biaka gave him that answer, is there anywhere to go from there for Rel, or would he just be like, okay, I guess I have to accept it?
Well, because I mean, that all makes sense. I'm not sure if Rel cares that it makes sense, right? Biaka was one of the few people he was friends with. And,
you mean Alashtak?
Why do I keep doing that?
They're both Wookiees. Yeah. Are you saying all Wookiees are alike?
They all have names I can't pronounce.
My goodness.
That's why they're discriminated against.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can make any arguments that Alashtak didn't make before he died. So I'm trying to think if there's a different direction we could do it. Maybe we can talk about it afterwards.
Maybe you're just mad that your lead guy's dead.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about it over the week.
Sure.
Have a quick Facebook Messenger chat about it sometime.
Yeah.
and just kind of hash out whatever. If you have any thoughts later on, David, about like, oh yeah, and actually Rail would care about this thing about it. We can figure that out. Cool. So humor. Kalos, you get the humor fate point. Good job. Did anyone else have a humor moment?
I like the space yelp from David. Was that in character, David?
I don't think it was exactly.
I don't know. He used the voice.
The intention was give him a bad review. I just didn't know what to call it.
That's fair.
Canon.
It's not canon, but I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, Rel, because the fact that you were reviewing your bounty hunter is still funny. So
okay, is it fate?
Fate, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Right skill, right time. Anything jump out to people this time? I'm trying to remember.
Soothing platitude.
What rolls were made? Yeah, well, if you had it in that moment, that would have been great.
Yeah.
If Rel had succeeded on transmissions again, that also probably would have been a thing, but you failed miserably.
Logistics?
Like I hired all those goons and stuff, and I did use logistics for it to give them better guns.
Oh yeah, to give them to give them slug throwers. Yeah, guns. I think that's significant enough. Go ahead and take
thanks. Is that fate?
Take fate, yeah. Okay, embodiment and mold breaker, the other things. Really good at distinctive role playing or going beyond the bounds of the character. Anything jump out to?
You already mentioned Kalos doing a good job of embodying his zero hatred.
Yes. I don't know if it's quite reached the level of persona yet, though. Like we haven't.
Oh, okay.
It's been like a thing in the background. I give him a fate for the hatred trait, but I don't know if it's really come to the forefront yet in a way that.
Yeah, if you already gave him some for it, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think it's just fate this time for that. Which I gave already. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of just setup this time. Not any deep confrontations yet. There are going to be plenty of time for that next time. So I don't think there's any extra persona for now. But we just have hatred and empathy, which maybe we don't have anything to give out of there either. Did anyone do anything hatred worthy this time? I don't think anyone did. Like it was, again, mostly just talking and logistics and stuff.
I yelled at Ren, but it kind of trailed off.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't significant enough. I don't think anyone got any force tests this time. I think it was pretty.
Doesn't embarking on a suicide mission for someone else's sake count, or do you have to actually go through with the suicide mission?
That is fair. I think you have to go through with it. Next time, definitely, there's going to be empathy and hatred all around.
Ren took the bounty hunter with him for the sake of this mission, and I don't know if that's like a fate thing on something else, or I feel like that was a pretty big risk to him. Well, I guess you made sure it wasn't a risk to yourself first, didn't you? Because it's only a risk to Kalos, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't want Kalos to die either, so it's still kind of relevant.
I just don't know if there's anything actually.
I just feel like willingly bringing that guy just for the sake of allowing the mission to happen should have some kind of
probably. I don't know
somewhere.
If there's anything mechanical to latch it onto is the issue. Let's take a look at your. I'll give you a fate point for fearless, Ren. For that situation, right?
Okay.
You were worried about it, but you're like, we can handle it if it actually comes down to it. So
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right, I think that's it. And in theory, next week will actually be the end of the session, unless the conversation between Rel and Bianca takes an hour and a half at the beginning of the session. We'll see. But I think I'm planning on rereading the fight rules and double checking any of the like Star Wars specific things that I need to know from the rulebook. For next time,
do the fight rules, Bioka and I will instantly die because we only have 3 speed.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It's gonna be rough.
We'll see. I feel like that's like what we should do though for those in like combats. Like we've done 1 rolls for everything else. I feel like it needs to be more significant, right?
The point of the fight rules is: are you fighting a boss? Cool, and does doing 1 roll not feel good enough? Do the fight rules. And you're like, cool, exactly. But I'm bad at those.
Yeah,
I'm good at bloody versus and not fight. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that makes sense, especially because we've given ourselves a whole session to do the fight.
Yeah,
basically,
pretty much. Yeah, I want to make sure that anything that leads up to that fight will be as quickly done as possible, because I would like to get done next week. Because we need to get back to the campaigns we've been trying to finish. As much as I really enjoyed Lords of Hatred, the point of Lords of Hatred was David wasn't free, so we're doing something.
Well, and also Chad's
and
already extending our week for us already.
Exactly,
So yeah, we don't want to inconvenience him more.
Yep. All right, cool. It's been Lords of Hatred. We'll be back next week for the epic actual finale of Lords of Hatred. Thanks for sticking with us. Sam's been in chat all stream, so it's been good. He has been have some fun comments. He says it's going to be epic, and I think he is correct. All right, we're out.
Sweet.
See ya.
Have a good night.